All right. Ready?
You're alive.
All right. Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared with my lovely wife, Kara.
Hello.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are using a different streaming format for this video. I don't know why I don't see it going on over here. Maybe it's just taking a second.
Probably delayed.
Yeah, but no, because it's not delayed on this end.
There it goes.
Wow, that's weird. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Like I said, we are using a different streaming format for the first time, so forgive us if we got, any mistakes going on.
It's like a nest.
Hopefully we don't. Hopefully it goes well. And if it does, we might continue using this one instead of the other one. I believe it gives us a lot more options, especially with watching things and filming at the same time. What's up, Todd, Kyle, Louie, Mike Emler?
Oh, you can see the member things on here.
Been
Woo!
a member for 4
Do you
months.
see that? That's what you always miss on the other one.
Shout out to Mike Emler. The only thing is, I don't think we can't.
I didn't get that set up yet.
So hopefully next time we'll have it set up where we can have your comments up on the screen. As of right now, we can't because Kara failed at that.
I think if you super chat, it'll pop up, but I don't have it set up yet where we can just click a comment and pull it on the screen.
You think if there's a super chat, it'll come up on the screen?
I think so.
You
There
don't
might
know,
be a
though?
little dinosaur that shows up with it or something.
All right.
Something like that.
So Ian says, I just got the new Sencut Watauga in wood and love it. Yeah, that's a good one. The Watauga is a great one. Warncliffe blade. So, you know what? Sencut's doing the best button lock budget knives right now because it's Civivi, so it's a Civivi button lock. It's just, the steel's going to be a little bit downgraded. However, there is a new knife. I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. It's a prototype right now, coming from Voss Steed, not the Thunderbird. It's a new one, and it's pretty badass. I'm liking it a lot. I got it right next to me, but I can't show you guys because then you guys won't watch the damn video. So hopefully I'll post that tomorrow. By the way, also Patreons. The giveaway is tomorrow. So Patreon winners tomorrow, make sure you watch that video because you will find out if you won or not. And no, it does not, because Mike Emler came in with 2 bones. Thank you, Mike. Oh yeah, I seen that you were at the Cali Custom Show. Yeah, he's at the Cali Custom Show. I seen his video earlier. Him in a hotel. But no, it didn't come up on the screen. So, shit the bed on that one. Colton says, I went to an air show in North Little Rock today. It was fucking awesome. The Aftershock jet truck was there. Oh yeah, I've seen that truck. World's fastest fire truck according to Guinness World Records, 407 miles per hour record. Yeah, I seen that truck at a drag strip we had. We were positioned behind it. So like behind the drag strip. Or maybe we just wandered over there. It doesn't matter. But the point is, though, that's where we were. And when that thing was hitting its gas, it has that basically a torch that comes out of the back of it because it's a jet engine. It's literally a jet engine put on a fire truck. And every time they hit the gas, it's like boom, boom, and my pants and my shirt would go like this. It'd get sucked to my chest. My pants would get sucked to my leg every time you hit the gas. And it'd go boom, boom, boom. Then all of a sudden he'd hit it and go. And it's so loud, and the pressure being behind it is so crazy. Yeah, I've seen that truck. That is a badass truck. Fire truck. Ordered a Crowley today and pre-ordered the Mini Praxis this week. The Mini Praxis is pretty badass. Hopefully soon I'll be able to make a video. I already did a video on one of them. However, I wasn't aware that I couldn't release it yet, so I'm going to refilm a new video, and because I do have a bunch of those models in right now, and so I'm just going to probably refilm it, even though I'm happy with the video I did, but now I've carried it, used it, and I think I can make an even better video. So I'm probably going to refilm them. I am sending stuff on. Oh, Alice says she is sending stuff on Monday for the Knives live stream. Okay, awesome. Oh, by the way, Wednesday, Zach Zach in the Wild will be on Neeves Knives live. We were gonna do it tonight, couldn't make it, so excuse me. Wednesday, Zach in the Wild will be on Neeves Knives live. That should be a fun time. I've never spoken to him, you know, aside from on the phone and stuff. So it'll be very awesome to have him on and, you know, talk EDC and knife stuff. I love what he's doing on his channel. Go and subscribe to his channel. Maybe you guys can keep up with what he's doing, man. He's killing it. He's killing it over there on his channel. And if you guys don't know, he used to be on Blade HQ. That's, you know, where I guess he got his, you know, following or starting. And now he's got his own channel. He's no longer with Blade HQ, and he's doing his own thing. And I don't know who's his editor, but they're killing it, man. I'm taking notes. That's all I'm saying. Mini Praxis looks great, and pricing is good also. Yeah, they said that that's what they wanted to do. That was the most important thing with the Praxis, with the Mini Praxis, was bringing it to the market at such an affordable price that you have no excuse. You have no excuse to not have a Mini Praxis because, one, it's a solid knife, good knife, great quality, all the other, you know, all the good stuff, the shape, just everything. And if it's so affordable like that, the materials just make sense. Of course, we'd rather it not be D2, right? Of course, we'd rather better steel choices and things like that. But between 9CR and D2, I mean, I personally wouldn't care either one because, okay, so 9CR, you're going to get the benefits of the stainless, stain resistance. But D2 is going to get better edge retention. Even D2 at its worst is still usually a little bit better than 9CR. I've seen a lot of testing on D2. And I've rarely seen it get outcut by 9CR. So, and Civivi's at the very least doing an okay job with it, right? So since Civivi's doing an okay job with it, better than most, you're going to get better edge retention out of the D2. So I'm not too mad at it. For that price, man, it's solid. It's a solid knife. Now, obviously, if it winds up becoming super popular, then more people then they're going to wind up producing better steels with it, and more people will be able to get in on more expensive versions of it, especially if you already like the feel better.
Yeah, I didn't have any time to get ready. I'm sorry, guys. That's why I'm like running around. I was dealing with this software.
It's okay.
Can I see this real quick, please?
Yeah, go ahead. A turbo shaft makes more sense when building a vehicle. Just ask Casey Push. He built a fucking Batmobile with one of those. It has a 4-speed automatic transmission that's modified to be a manual shift. Nice. Do you want to do something?
I need to get off your chat for a sec. Can you read this one?
I got it over here. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys.
All right. So, Johnny G says, how do you rate women? First, take away reason and accountability. Ooing a woman. I don't know what those words mean, but I will say, how do you rate a woman? First, to take away reason and accountability. I don't exactly know how that means. I mean, when you say, how do you rate a woman, the way I thought of it is, how would you rate a woman, like on whether or not she's a good woman or not for you? Like, how would you rate that? In that case, you know, I have an answer, but then it just went off the hinges when you say take her.
Aha! I got it working. Boom!
Explain it in better detail, and I have no problem answering.
I did it.
What is that?
I did, and
what is
like
that?
for a donation. I did it.
I don't get it.
If somebody donates, it'll come up now.
Over here. Or
well, on
up
everything,
here?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
On everything.
Aaron says, did anyone else see that EMP EDC Nimble clone on Amazon? No, I did not, but it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. You're going to have somebody
clone the Nimble? Yeah. It seems like a random knife to clone. Like, they're really good knives,
but they do that with every random knife. Like, any knife that's doing well, very well, there's a small Chinese company out there that will clone it.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to feed Kebab. Damn it.
He'll be all right.
No, he won't.
He'll be okay.
His fat rolls
He'll
will
be okay.
get not as fat.
Hey, Jared, do you still have the Tucson TS358? If so, can we see it? The 358, I do have it.
Did you just take the Strider from me that I had?
I just set it over here.
Oh, I wanted
The
to
three,
pay.
I do have it. I had it in a video yesterday. I think I have it put up though. So I can't pull it out right this
Ow.
moment. I'm sorry, I don't have it out here. I'm sorry, bud. If I knew exactly where I put it right this second, I would just grab it. But I honestly cannot remember. That new Wii hyphen looks great. The new Gavco design, I think it will release early mid-November, and those new fragged limited editions.
Hey, this doesn't feel that bad anymore.
Well, I've been working on it, but it is, though, because there's always play. The reason why it doesn't is because there's play.
I'm just saying the lock bar, like the lock stick.
Yeah, I keep working on it.
Have you been?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just a shelf knife. Somebody wanted to buy it, you know that?
Yeah.
I told him no because it was sentimental.
No, I mean, it's solid. I mean, I don't have any... I mean, I have lock stick sometimes, like, every once in a while, but then, well, it does. It comes back and forth. It'll stop having stick for, like, a week, and then it'll come back for 2 weeks, yeah.
That's weird.
Well, that's how lock stick goes. But with Striders, in many cases, it only gets worse. But we had our lock bar carbonized. So that's why it
Yes!
comes and goes.
Woo! Thank you,
Kyle!
Kyle, for the test donation.
Thank you for the $2 test donation. We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Jared, you should see the world's fastest semi shockwave jet truck. That thing kicks major ass. Yeah, I bet. That'd be awesome.
Kaboob!
How do you rate women so well? First, I take away reason and accountability.
Isn't that the same comment?
No, I think he's trying to explain it better.
Oh.
So, how do you rate women
So well. Answer 1, take away reason and account. That makes them better? Wait, what? Am I stupid or I don't get it? Is it a joke? Look, there it is on the screen.
Dennis! Where's it at? Oh, thank you, man. Kaboom! Thank you for the donation.
No, it's kaboob.
Kaboob! Kebab!
It's my kebab. I call him kaboob. I also call him kablob because he's fat. For those of you that don't know, I have a wild possum that is my friend, and his name is Kebab.
Where have you been? I was texting him. All right, so let's, I'm going to scroll up to see if I missed any chats. 9CR cardboard tested better, though, both Tom and Outpost 76. I mean, I don't know which tests those are and which 9CR and D2 they used. Like I said, obviously there's going to be some, because there's so much shit D2 out there, but coming from the more reputable, I don't know which companies it is, but most of them, I even watched one with Cedric and Ada with the rope test. It was outcutting, a lot of the D2 he was using was outcutting steels. I did not expect it to outcut. So it does depend on what you're cutting. And obviously a lot of other variables too. But 90% of the time I always see D2 outcut 9CR, from my own experience. I have a lot of D2 and a lot of 9CR. I have D2 that can possibly be outcut by 9CR, but any of the D2 that I would grab from a little bit more reputable companies, ones that I would use in a cut test, to represent D2, would outcut any 9CR I have. Do you have anything to say about CPM 15V? I'm trying to get some, man. I'm waiting for the new Mannix to come out, because when it does, I'm definitely getting it. I'm on the email list. Hopefully Kara doesn't miss the email. But other than that, I don't have anything to say because I've never dealt with it, right? The only thing I've ever really seen on it is things from Triple B. So I'm excited. That's one thing. Sometimes I can't understand how people can afford so many knives. Well, some people, obviously they use their side income or their extra income, but then also after you've collected so many, you can recycle, right? Like you can sell two to buy one, or sell one for one, or do trades and swaps. Most people that I know do that. They're in the hobby of collecting. Not that they don't use their knives, but they use a lot of their knives, but then they have specific knives that they rotate, right? They never use the knife long enough to hurt it, so that they always have the ability to exchange it. They always have the ability to sell it, trade it. Now, if they do get to the point where they start hurting it or anything like that, they usually use it as a keeper, usually, or they'll get it modified, then sell it. But it just depends. But also, you can get on payments. Like, they have payment plans for knives. Most of the knife dealers give you, even Amazon, you can get on payment plans. Check out the screenshot I sent you on Instagram. The way the super chat shows up is different. Yeah, I know. This is a completely different streaming yards or streaming system, so it's not the same as StreamYard. That's what we used before, or that's what we have other than this, and this is completely different, so everything is different.
Is he saying like it's not working or something?
No,
How do you know if it's different from ours?
What? No, she just... No, never mind. Okay. They're just saying it's different than it was before. I'm not on the email list. Also, really hope they make enough of those manics. I do too. I really hope they make enough of them. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know the number, so. When they get... Oh, wait. Yeah, when they get old, you trade them in for younger versions. Exactly.
Yeah, when they turn 40, you trade them in for 2
30.
No, you trade a 40 in
You're
for
on the
2
chopping block. What's
not
that?
30.
What'd you say? I didn't say you were.
Oh. I'm not 30. I'm never going to be 30. You're 30 something.
Yeah, I'm 30 something.
Yeah.
Blade HQ has layaway, DLT, Rec, and others have sizzle. Right. Jared, what is your daily driver? Uber.
Dude. Maybe he meant like Weeha. How do you not know? Maybe he meant your driver, like your bits. He uses Weeha a lot. Can I have my phone, please?
I also use this.
Oh! You guys got free value us money. Can I have my phone? I want to show him that knife so bad.
You can't.
I want to.
I know you do, but you can't. You gotta wait.
I love it.
Dude, I'm so mad. I lost a SOG Tiger Shark Elite Classic with handguard. It always sucks to lose a knife, man. I've lost so many knives, so I know how it feels. Oh baby, my Crewwear Guardian 3 should be here Monday. It's in the next town over. That's always a good feeling when you see it getting close. Kara's going to be 29 about 14 times before she acknowledges age change.
I'm not 29 either.
So this is a knife. I don't know if you guys remember this knife. This is an old one. The Kershaw Zing.
Oh my God, that's the knife I got you for Christmas. That's like, actually, oh my gosh, yeah, I always say the Griptilian is the first knife I got you. No, it was this.
This is the first
actually,
knife you
my
ever got
mom
me.
got it for you, I think, not me. I helped her.
Either way, so this thing, the assist still works. It's still pretty much centered. Now, the reason why it's blue on this side is because when I was working for a custom window place, I powder coated it. So that's a powder coated finish, but it's still rock solid. Well, maybe not rock solid, but it's still solid. Like, it's still a worker. Maybe a little bit of up and down. 90% lockup, 95% lockup. Damn near centered. No, not centered, but it's still trucking, man. And it really shows how tough these Kershaws are. We have a hollow ground, modified Warncliffe blade in, I think it's HCR. It's an R.J. Martin design. I like R.J. Martin designs. But assisted.
I can't believe you brought that bad boy out.
Yeah, I mean, it's, considering how long I've had it and what I did with it, because that's the thing, what I did with it, it has been through hell. I mean, I was using it on, I'm surprised I didn't break it. But anyways, yeah, that thing's still trucking. Hey, man, with the 10 bones. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the donation. And then Mocked Clown has been a member for 5 months and says, do not get drunk. Harvey Weinstein in the house. Shout out to Harvey with the 5 bones. Here's for the free bell. Any idea where to thank you, man. Any idea where to find a blacked out sheepsfoot griptilian with the spidey hole? I've looked everywhere.
Really?
Much love to you. So Blade HQ, I don't know about all blacked out with the blade, but 2 things. One, you can go on Blade HQ. They do have the sheepsfoot version with the hole for like $127, $130 something, something like that. And if you want the blacked out version, I think you might have to go to the custom shop from Benchmade and put that as a thing. I think that's the only way to do that. But you can check Blade HQ though. I have my link right. No, we don't, because I never had time.
You
to
didn't
set
do
any of
anything.
that.
Yeah, there's no description. So sorry.
You can go to any one of my other videos and click my Blade HQ link, and then just type it in.
Listen, this is gonna be a little janky stream, guys. In order for me to learn technology, I have to use it, and so this is me doing that.
This is us using it, yeah.
Yeah, so just bear with us, please.
We appreciate you guys being here.
There's only so much you can do, like on a fake test. You know what I mean? I can run this thing beautifully playing games. It's a little bit different using it for like something like this, because it's really like most of these streaming services are always geared towards gamers, so it's like it's really easy to do that stuff with because it's set up for it.
Yeah, one cool thing is that we can I haven't done it yet. She's kind of messed around with it, but where we can like watch things like on here and do, because I could have did that on StreamYard, but it's not really. It's not really great.
Like, it's terrible actually.
So this gives us the ability to move our screen to make it bigger and smaller and put us up in the corner so you guys can watch a video with us, and then things like that. Where it's a lot more customizable to what we want to do depending on what we're doing.
Ron said, "You don't need a description. Just go to Blade HQ." Yeah, then we don't get
Yeah, but then we don't
cut.
get shit.
You guys don't need a description. We do.
Remember, anything in our description is always an affiliate.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not technically an affiliate is the White Mountain Knives link, but I leave that there for you guys to let you guys know you guys have a 10% discount code with Neeves Knives.
Thank you for your understandingness, Sid.
No worries at all. We don't mind. Understandable learning new software.
Oh, yeah. Look who's
Shut
here.
Up, Jared.
Trevin.
Shut up, Jared.
He's your brother in caps lock.
The Griptilian isn't the custom. Oh, it's not in the custom shop anymore?
Oh, really? Oh,
That
I do
sucks.
remember I heard they were taking it out of there.
Okay,
because
so
isn't it discontinued?
Okay, well, I can tell you a way you can do it. So if you really want it, and you want it that bad, what you can do is you can buy it from Blade HQ using our affiliate link. And then send it to
they probably don't have space.
Well, send it to somebody to get you
can say it. You still shout them out.
Well, you can try Knife Modders. I don't know how.
They're pretty.
Well, it's I think like depending on what it is though. Like if it's a simple service,
they might do it.
They might be able to do it, but I don't know. So I'm not saying their books are open or closed, but there's other people that do that too.
Trevin wants you to get off the camera. Just go.
I know.
Just leave.
Just get the fuck off of here. Why are you even here? Jared, when you do a giveaway again for the channel, link Urban Woodsman 87 in it. He deserves
when you do a giveaway for the channel, link who's that?
I don't know what that means, but
it's probably
I will
a person
say
that he's trying to say.
I know, but why is he going to do it the giveaway? There's going to be a giveaway tomorrow. Multiple.
Oh, he's saying like make people go sub to him or something.
Oh,
we don't do that anymore because when we did do it, YouTube decided that all the subscribers that went to those channels were bots and like.
There's a way we can.
Yeah,
do
it
them
was
now.
not good.
We know there's a way that we can do them, but we don't do giveaways on the regular channel anymore. We do it on Patreon through memberships, and then here on live. So tomorrow we have a members live, and whoever's a member is going to have the ability. They're going to win something tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to do a giveaway on the members live. That's going to be the live tomorrow at noon. But we stopped doing the regular giveaways because of all the scammers in the comments.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's getting difficult because especially when you actually do a giveaway video, because then people actually believe it that they won. Because I haven't pulled the name yet, so you have to enter, right? So they'll take the video that you enter on and scam it. Dennis with the 5 crackers says, Kara, please
I'm
check
reading
my
it.
messages on Instagram. Okay, you got that?
Yep.
Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. And Gary with the 5 bones. Jared, if you become a millionaire, can you start your own knife forge in your house and put your knife making on YouTube? I would totally do that. I just don't know. I don't know. I would probably do something like that. I would definitely want to do that. I would love to have a nice shop, a nice garage where I could learn forging and, and do that. I would be good at it. I would be very good at forging. I've swung a hammer my entire life. I've worked with metals and, doing construction and all kinds of shit. I have no doubt that I couldn't be a good forger. But, doing all the other stuff is where talent comes in, like the grinding and, even just getting the heat treat processes down pat, and I can do it. I know I could do it, but I would have to learn. But yeah, it would definitely take a lot of work and a lot of devotion for sure. Siobhan says, I'll steal your girl, Jared, because I got a white man. Oh, fuck.
That's creepy.
Kidnap.
Am I a child?
Ron says, sorry, you two. Love you guys. I didn't think about that one. Just trying to help out on the knife about Blade HQ. No, it's okay, man. People are gonna go there anyways. We just goof around about it, but I mean, it does help the channel when people do use our affiliate link. So we try to shout it out and let people know that it is an affiliate, because then if they are wanting to get something for Blade HQ and they just use our link, it helps us. So, obviously you don't have to, but if you want to support, using our, even GP knives, right? We have a link to there too. So there's something on there, or Amazon or whatever. Bald Assassin with the 10 bones. On the flip side, would you try to make your own sharpening stone or guided system? So, yes, I kind of have a little. I don't know if it's gonna go into works, but I should just start talking like it's gonna go into works, because then I'll do it. But as of right now, I've thought about it. I've thought about maybe possibly making my own stones, and then I've also thought about making a fixed angled sharpening system. Nothing on paper yet, but I've got some thoughts.
2 things really quick. Pogfish was asking, do we do giveaways for non-members? We do, but we do them randomly on live streams like this. So if you're trying to find a giveaway, we don't usually do scheduled, announced ones, because that really attracts the scamming.
That's when the scammers come
It's
in.
really bad, and too many people have gotten got by it, and we just don't want to contribute to that. And I know it really sucks for everyone else, but it just is what it is. So when we do lives for non-members, we do them like on streams like tonight, where we might just randomly be like, hey,
giveaway!
Yeah, and we do it pretty often, so.
And then if we hit certain, like, huge mile markers or something,
Right.
we might announce that, okay, next week on this live, we're going to do something. So it's not that we won't announce something sometimes, but Patreons, we do giveaways on Patreon. We do giveaways on memberships. We do giveaways in live. So we do a lot of giveaways already. And then we also try to donate to other channels' giveaways as well.
Also,
So we give away a lot.
Papa
every
Town
month.
said we should make our giveaways riddles, and that's actually low-key really smart.
What do you mean?
Like, instead of being like, oh, guess Kara's opossum's name, we can say, like, a riddle. Like, it's like the one where it's like, it's a square and it has holes all over.
Oh, I get it. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that.
and then they guess, like, whatever.
Quentin says, thank you for the 5 bones, Quentin. I think I speak for a lot of people. If you make sharpening stones, I will 100%.
That's so
buy
nice.
them.
I'll probably
Thank
start
you,
making
Quentin.
some pretty soon. Thank you. It's really nice.
So I I need to do some more research.
What if I just
on them,
undercut
but
you?
I am going to be.
What if I just
trying to.
undercut you and came out with like
You already got
Neeves
one out
knives,
there?
and I just like used the name, like, because it's my name, you know what I mean? I just like threw it out there, and you just
Yeah.
saw it online one day.
Lefty goes live in 30 minutes. That prick.
What is he doing?
He's trying to undercut us. Coming in hot. No, he does one every other week around the same time we do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Trevin said he got the Factor. Did they start doing? I know back in June, I thought it was a 7th month wait for the second round of Factors to come out. Are they getting to
Probably the
people
first-
now?
the-
Because
probably
that's
the
not
first
7
one.
months.
Yeah, well, there was 1, 2, and then 3.
Oh,
Exactly. Oh, he's talking to Shane, not talking to me. Didn't know about the live. Well, shout out to Jim Laser Creations. How you doing, bud? Wow, she's hitting you, bro. Yes, sir. If you want to watch Boom Howard talk about knives, go follow Shane Gables. Shout out to Shane Gables. There's a link right there from Kyle. Definitely go
I've
and
never seen somebody
check him out.
like do such a kind shout out and a roast, like
hilarious,
so
yeah.
at the same time. Oh my gosh.
Who the hell is 1911 loaded?
Is that a person?
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh.
I went to Smoky Mountain Knife Works in Sevierville.
Sevierville. I remember that commercial with
Hey,
Dolly Parton. When
Andrew Toole's in the house. What's up, Andrew? Go ahead. What's up?
Dolly Parton used to have these commercials on TV.
Sevierville.
Yes, and she was like advertising just to visit there, like a tourist spot, and she'd be like, "Come visit Sevierville."
What's up, Andrew? It says, need a recommendation on a user to go with the one custom I'm keeping as I work toward leaving the knife hobby. Leaning
Wait, what?
towards the Quiet Carry Drift 2. I got the Quiet Carry Waypoint. I'm sitting there snapping right now. That's a good
Snapping.
knife. I would say the one thing is that these are washer action knives, so it depends on, like, if you want the washer action knives, they're awesome, but they are that type of feeling, like Sabenza like feeling knives.
Kaiser?
No, Quiet Carry.
Oh. I like Kaiser's washers a lot.
But if you're going to, if you're looking for like a user, like an actual user, I mean, I like to recommend Spyderco the most, but if you're just looking for like a beater, they have, if you just want something cheap, they got that new Civivi Mini Praxis coming here in like a couple weeks. They got the actual Praxis is really good. It depends on how much you want to spend. Like if you're talking about like a user that's $200 or something, then I personally would go with something from Spyderco. Unless if you don't like Spyderco, then in that case I'd go with something with Hogue. And if not, there's the tactile Rockwall. That's really good. That's a really good knife. Then I got it actually right here. This guy. And it is on bearings. Very smooth. Very snappy. Liner lock. Titanium. Magna cut. Really good. Really snappy. But yeah, I love the quiet carries too, though. So that's definitely a great user, especially because it's basically stain proof. But man, it sucks you getting out of the knife hobby though, Andrew.
Andrew Toole?
Yeah, he's done collecting, I guess. I guess he's pretty much hit everything he's ever gonna want, because man, he's had some amazing customs, amazing knives.
Yeah, I know.
He just passed everything. Like he didn't go through like the budget and like the mid grade, then to like semi customs and then up to customs. He said, "Fuck all the bullshit. I'm going straight to customs." He just passed everything up and said, I'm gonna just go for the big dogs. Sid says, I know a great site to buy CDM poly and monocrystalline from if you ever decide to try out to make resin bonded plates or spray. Excited, Jared. It's a large USA company. Yeah, I'm actually in contact with somebody talking about that. So yeah, maybe we can talk away from this about it.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
If you're okay with it, and I'm just gonna do like 5 or 6. It's been a very long time since I've tested your skill of understanding what a knife is based off the way it sounds.
Oh, I don't want to do that right now.
You can't do 5.
No.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because
Why?
I have probably 200 new knives.
These are knives that you would know. I picked fair. I picked fair.
There's too many knives now. It's not fair anymore.
No, but I picked fair. I'm telling you, I picked fair.
All right.
Okay, don't look. You have to close your eyes.
I'll just look at the chat.
Well, I'm behind you in the camera, though.
I can't see it.
You better not look.
I'm not looking.
Okay.
So I was just
How are you going to hear it if you're talking?
All right, go ahead.
All right.
My eyes are closed.
Okay. All right.
SOCOM Elite.
Did you look?
No.
See, I
My eyes
told
are
you I
closed.
picked fair. Okay. I'm gonna show them first. I'm going to slow roll it. I'm not good at flicking this one.
Get it farther away from my
Okay,
ear.
okay. Here, I'll flick it. You love this knife. I'm surprised you don't know it. I'm not flicking it super hard, though.
Is it an Axis style
Yes,
lock?
yes, yes.
Is it the drop bear?
No.
It
Big
sounds
knife,
like
big
the
knife, big
drop
knife, big
bear.
knife. It's not the drop bear.
Keep going. It's not the Griptilian, is it?
Nope.
I don't know, man.
Manix XL.
Oh,
right.
fuck.
I can't
That's
believe you
not
didn't
an
get that.
Axis lock. That's a ball lock. But go ahead.
Oh my god. You said Axis style lock?
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
Axis style lock.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
That's true. That's true.
Ready?
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. I should have got that one.
You did. Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me show you guys. Okay. That's the close. Here's the open.
The Cormorant.
No, you're very close, though.
Is that the titanium Cormorant?
No, you're super, super close, though. Right in the same ballpark, brand, everything.
Oh, that's the Baglighter XL or the Baglighter
Yes, yes,
button lock?
yes! Woo! Bag letter button lock. Okay, few more. Ready? This one might be hard. Common knife, but I don't know if you know how it sounds good.
Oh, I gotta listen.
Sorry. Keep forgetting to show you guys. I'll give you a hint. It's a cheap knife that's really common.
It's cheap knives. It's really
People
common.
love it. It's like overdone.
Is that the Penguin?
Yep. Woo! Man, okay. I know
open
I
my
gave
eyes
you a
now?
hint.
Can
No,
I
you
open
have
my
you
eyes?
have two more. Two more.
Okay.
I know I gave you a hint, but like there's so many cheap common knives. The fact that you just got that blows my mind. All right, ready? Hold on. Let me show them. He used to get these like 100%. All right, ready? You still are kind of.
Go. Is that a mini Baglighter?
You are very close. It's mini. It's something mini. And it is micarta.
Get it away from my ear
Okay,
a little
okay,
bit. when
okay.
It's too close. I don't know. Wait. Do it again. Is that the Yorkie?
No. Mini. It's the baby banter.
Oh
right.
man, I was so close.
You're in the right ballpark. All right, last one. Last one.
Well, they have a similar sound to them. Anyways,
last
go
one.
ahead,
Last
go
one.
ahead, Go
All
ahead.
right.
Ooh. Do that again
Sorry.
a little bit farther away from my ear. All right. Is that a hinder?
No.
No?
This company's gonna take that as a compliment.
Okay. Well, just the way the D10 sounded when it locked up sounded like a hinder, but
You wanna hear the
obviously
D10?
I'm wrong. No. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Sorry.
Here.
Open it though. I want to hear the open. No, like the
Like slowly.
cracking it. Yeah. Is that a liner lock?
Yes.
I don't know.
You want a hint?
Yeah.
What kind of hint do you want? The brand?
Yeah.
Kaiser.
Kaiser? Oh, do that again.
That kind of...
Is that the Doman?
Nope.
Oh,
It just bounced like that because it's big and heavy. Sort of heavy.
Is it the bag lighter?
No, you already did that one.
I know.
All right,
that's
you
what-
lose. It's a sheepdog.
Oh, shit. Oh, I should have had that one.
You did pretty good, though. I mean, guys, we have like 400 knives, so to even get any of them right just off pure sound, and like these 3 that I picked, okay, no, the
Certain knives just have a distinct sound, like the SOCOM. I know
these
that
are
sound.
not distinct at all. You know what I mean? Even with a hint.
This has that. It's the way.
You got that
this
right
part
away.
Right, this is what I can tell. That sound right
Yeah.
there. When you hear that, I know it's a SOCOM.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you did pretty good. Because even the hints that I gave you, like, that's still a huge array of things to choose from.
All right, I'm going to scroll down because I know we have a bunch of comments.
Oh, you were
coming.
too far
Damn,
behind.
I wish I had a girl that was interested in knives, too.
They exist.
Keep searching. Keep searching. Don't give
The
up.
key is not to find a girl that's already
Right.
interested
Yeah,
in
don't do that,
knives.
yeah.
It's to find a girl that you know would be interested in knives if you tried.
It's to find a girl that would be interested in things that you are interested in.
Yeah, like if you don't have like it's like the type of
Salsa?
person that is happy when things make other people happy, and that's how I am.
Shout out to Stasa 23 in the house. Oh, we're playing the Kinky Knife in the Ear Challenge. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Go and sub to Stasa 23, man. He's such an awesome channel. Do not do that. Formula One came in with
the
boink. And there's Kyle. Kyle, thank you for linking Stasa's channel. Go and subscribe.
Kyle is like low-key rivaling Seems Logical and Q1 Fiend for being an amazing mod.
We should definitely do another ASMR video. Neeves Knives, you should scroll up and read my new super chat.
Oh, did you miss one?
Did I miss one while I was closed with my eyes closed? Oh. Quentin with the 2 bones.
I
Thank
had
you,
that
man.
thought too.
Is this live stream sponsored by Nike?
I literally had that thought looking
Why, do
at
you have Nike on?
No, you do.
I know I do.
It just looks so prominent, you know.
Yeah. Well, I wish.
That'd be sick.
What's up, Blades and Fades?
Hey,
Shout
Blades
out
and
to Blades
Fades.
and Fades, another channel. Go and subscribe to him as well.
Hey, Blades and Fades. Question: do you have spots open for sharpenings? Just curious. I don't want to say your name if you're really booked.
So check. Where'd it go?
What are you looking for?
Oh, this. So I got the.
Babe, really quick.
What?
Nate Falgo said, "Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Bang, would you please wish my wife a happy birthday?" Happy birthday, Nate Falgo's wife.
I wish we knew her name.
I know, I don't know. Happy birthday!
Give us her name so then we can really wish her a happy birthday. But happy birthday to her. If we knew her name, we'd shout it out. Stasa with the 10 bones. Thank you, man. The Neeves rock. We're going to bring the house down.
Oh,
this year.
yeah. I can't wait.
Yes, we are, man.
I literally already, I booked a house.
We already got a place.
7 days after we got back from last year.
I told Stasa.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm super pumped.
Flicking open and shut my new S90V Yo Jumbo. Nice. Yeah, they are ridiculous, but they're badass.
Okay, he's got
a lot of people modify those because they are a little obnoxious. And the regular size one, even though it's only a 3-inch blade, it's a full-size knife. It feels a lot bigger than a 3-inch bladed knife. But the regular size one is a good size. The Yo Jumbo just, it's big. But I wanted to say, I got the little, was it the Dapper flashlight? Right? I got the little Dapper flashlight, and then I took my Jack Wolf knives little pouch, right? Because these have clips, I can take, so like today I didn't have the pen on there, but today we went to a pumpkin farm carnival thing. So I was carrying this in my pocket, and I did wind up using it at the carnival to cut up an apple, but I just slipped this little flashlight right there like that, so it just drops right down the pocket. I didn't carry it with the pen, but if you have a small pen like this, which they even make smaller ones than this, you can just clip it right to the pouch, and you can actually carry this very similar to the way Tactiles is, without the sleeve. And we have another donation from Hadagamato.
I'm very confused
with the 10 bones.
by this
1 second,
comment.
baby.
I'm talking about this.
Oh, okay. Guys, I had to go back to my undercover name, formerly known as Stephen Gregory. Just saying hello this wonderful Saturday evening. Boink.
I'm thoroughly confused. The logo is
Thank you,
purely
man.
Infinity. The name is something else, and Stephen Gregory is an
He's
entirely
a member. Don't
separate
fuck with him.
person.
He's a member.
Are you actually? I'm so
He's
confused.
got member status. Do not fuck with him. Dennis says...
Oh, Michelle. Happy birthday, Michelle.
Kara, I have a bad delay on my phone. My PC is okay. Is it possible that it comes from the new streaming platform, or is it on my side?
It could be the platform,
I would hope not.
but
Is anybody else getting...
how would you know if there's a delay? Do you mean like from when someone puts something into the chat to when it comes on the screen?
Well, how would
because
he
there
know
is
that?
a
He wouldn't know if there was a
well,
delay.
he can see the chat and then he can see when it comes on the screen. I'm just saying there is a delay on those, and that's to prevent
Oh, that sucks.
what?
You're saying that they see the super chat, or like I scream the super chat, but then they don't see it for like 10 minutes or something? Or
It's only like 10
I
minutes,
know,
but
like
it's a
30
little bit of
seconds.
time, yeah.
That sucks.
Well, because you know why? Because normally people who are like, again, a lot of this stuff is made for gaming. If you're playing a game, you're looking at the actual chat a lot less. So when it pops up on your screen, you're able to see it, and that's what you're going off of. So it doesn't really matter, and people just wait for you to read it based off the screen. But yeah, yes, there is a delay.
New American, I am very excited about the 15V Mannix. And Andrew Toole says, my definition of user under 300 full tie, thin grind, tried a rock wall. If you haven't tried the Quiet Carry Drift, that's another good one. You said you tried the rock wall. Another one you could try. I really like this one. That's why I'm going to recommend it. The Keen. This is the new version from Kaviso. So they took out all the logos, titanium hardware, anodized the same color. They have different color options. Stone-washed blade. The only logo is the Ray Laconico on the spine. Come on. And then there's a little S35, but you have to open it in order to see it right there. Otherwise, no logos. And it's only a flipper, but it's a solid spear point. Spear point blade, super neutral in all ergo. So using wise, like as a user, it's a phenomenal knife. Really, really good knife. So that's one I would recommend. Now, another one that I really like, and I think you would like too, I really think you should try this one. The Concept Convict. It's a fantastic size. Everything's, but you have to try the double thumb stud version, not the single stud. The single stud is like a bar. As long as it has regular thumb studs on it, then it's the double thumb stud version. If it has a weird thumb stud, then it's not. But the double thumb stud version, it is an amazing knife. I've tried multiples of them. All of them have been phenomenal action. The detents are perfect. The ergos are great. It's a Warncliffe blade shape, but it's good. That is definitely one I would recommend, and it's right there where your price, like $207 is what it costs. So that's a good one. Another one. I mean, I always recommend Mannixes, but you want titanium. You can always get titanium scales for Mannixes or Paras. I mean, the QSP full titanium and M390s also, it's a solid little knife. They're only like $125, give or take. But you can get them in so many different options. This is the jig bone pattern. But yeah, I know you'd probably want a little bit more premium than that, but that feels very premium. You'd be surprised how good a quality this thing actually feels like. It feels very premium for the price.
That helps.
One I really love is the TRM Shadows, but man, they're so hard to get that I can't even recommend it.
Let me know if the little
What's
bit
up?
of lag got better with what I just changed.
It's my company logo, Pearly Infinity, and my
Oh!
online presence is known as...
That's where I know Purely Infinity from. I know
Okay.
exactly. Okay, now I
Gotcha.
totally understand. It just threw me off with the other name. Yes, I know now. Because I was going to say, I was so confused.
I really love the ProTech Malibu and any other American button locks besides Smooth Criminal that feels that good. Okay, so those of you that want a ProTech Malibu, in 3 days on DLT Trading, they're going to be dropping a black version with and that's another one. You can maybe try that. It's not titanium, it is aluminum, Andrew, but that's a good one. The ProTech Malibu button lock, fantastic knife, really, really good knife. They have the plain blue one with the solid blue aluminum handles, or the black aluminum with like the checkered thing. I think it's $265 for the checkered and $220 something for the flat blue. Something like that. Pogfish says, I got a Kubi Karahi, which is sinker to the Baby Banter, and I love it. Maybe a Baby Banter would be even better. I like the Baby Banter. I mean, I know it's a small knife, but the beautiful thing is that it is it's small, but you can still get a 4-finger grip on it. So for a small compact knife, like if you're gonna get a knife for a gal, anybody, even a guy that likes small knives, that's a fantastic knife because it's small, compact, but you can get a full 4-finger grip on it, and it's got good materials. How much to sharpen my Grimsmo Norseman? My books are closed right now. You'd have to ask somebody with their books open. Normally
Blades
for something
and
like
Fades
that,
said his were open.
yeah,
And that's who I
I
usually
would
recommend.
normally charge for something like that. Normal edges are like $30 a piece, but I would probably charge a little bit more for that because it's a Tonto and it's a recurved Tonto. So you're supposed to, when you do that, you're supposed to convex the front edge of that. So you have to convex the front edge and then V-grind the recurve. Now, you don't have to do that. A lot of times, like I've done them a couple times where I just, V-ground the whole thing. And in some cases that might be better, but it depends on what you want. But yeah. What are you doing? Why don't you just say it?
Because you talk a lot, so. I don't want to just say little tiny things while you're talking.
No, just say it.
Well, it's already done.
No, I'm saying the little tiny things. Just say it. I went through Spyderco Gamut back in the day, as well as the Midtex Leaning QC Drift, because it basically Rockwall meets TRM. Yeah, it's a good knife. I've tried them. I like it. I actually want one myself, so I don't blame you. I might actually wind up picking one up. I really like the milling pattern on it. It's got that texture, man. It's nice. What do you want to say, baby? Go ahead.
Nothing. I'm just reading.
Well, then butt in when you're ready.
I was just talking about routers. I mean, nobody wants to hear that, do they? You guys want to talk about routers?
Probably not.
I mean, we could talk about gaming routers if you guys want to.
You would recommend for dremeling a design into some steel? I have a tomahawk head I want to modify a bit. I don't know about that. Logical. Yeah, I'd have to think about that one.
What was the question?
If there's somebody in the community that can do dremeling designs on steel, I know the people I can think of, I don't think they offer
they do
it as a service.
people. Yeah, there's somebody I can think of. I don't think they do it for
Fair and
people.
Forge, like it used to do that type of shit, but I don't know if they're not doing it anymore.
There's some guy on Instagram that does it whose name I can't think of, but I don't think he does it for people.
Jared is about to become a woman beater. Don't say he talked too much. I got my wife beater on underneath this, so don't fuck around. What if a Spyderco Focus isn't just a phase for me? I'm not really interested in advancing to mid-tech or higher. See, I think a lot of people like Spydercos for other reasons than like being stuck at them. I think their heat treats are so good, so much better than most companies, that the difference between testing them and testing other knives is night and day. Their steel is very good. I can feel it when I hit the stone. I can feel it when I deburr. They're so much better. And I think that has something to it, right? That obviously plays a good part. It's a knife, especially as a user. So that's why I recommend them so much, because I want people to buy a steel and get what they pay for with that steel with a user, right? If you're just, if you're wanting something high end, something nice to fidget with and mess around with, then I might recommend something from Riat, right? Or a Sharp by Design or something like that, which they do good heat treats too. So you're getting both. But when it comes down to this is going to be my user, this is a tool, the most important part to me is going to be the heat treat and the steel. Obviously in the locking mechanism, right? How well it locks up, whether or not it's solid, things like that.
Hey, Jim Lasser Creation says, Neeves Knives, love you guys, and this is the best live I've seen in a very long time.
That's crazy.
I know. I feel like it's terrible.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, we're a little we're dragging right now, but we're trying. We're doing our best, considering we have a whole new system in front of us right now that we're getting used to. I bought a Tenacious. Oh, thank you for the 5 bones. I bought a Tenacious Spyderco, first Spyderco I've owned. Jared, you're correct when you say that people fall in love with them. I've bought 3 this past week. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people don't like them because they're ugly. Once you get one in hand and you try one, it becomes a different story, because they do have something about them that it's just really good. And they're made for I'm not going to say they're the most comfortable knives in the world, but their handles are made for a hand. Their blades are made to be used, because that's one of the most useful blade shapes. It really is. The leaf shape blade shape just works so good. It's versatile, and that's the beautiful thing about it. Obviously, for specific tasks, certain blade shapes are going to work better for specific tasks. But for a jack of all trades, that blade shape just works.
Gary said one time a woman laughed at me for having a spider. Whoa, go down. I can't read. Spyderco Delica. I don't remember where the comment is, but she said it looked like something he stole from his high school art class. That is so weird. I'm gonna say though, guys, when we first started going ham on knives, we both thought Spydercos were
ugly as fuck.
Yeah, we were like,
I didn't want to be caught dead with one because I thought they were so ugly.
And I remember somebody sent us, the first time we experienced one was not because we bought
76.
one. Somebody
76 sent us.
Yeah, he loaned us the PM2 and the PM3,
it was
right?
the first time I got to try S110V.
Yeah, and I remember we took them to the beach and took a bunch of pictures of them.
Yep.
And a spider crawled on it, and I took a picture of it.
But
it
Michigan.
It was like I didn't have a moment like I think some people do.
I did.
Well,
because I got to feel that.
You might have,
flick.
but guess what? Did we start buying a bunch of Spydercos? Nope. It took a long time before we actually owned one.
Well,
the first one we ever owned, somebody sent us, and then we had that. Hold on, let me finish. And then we had that by itself. It was the Enduro. Somebody sent us that big long one, and that was the only Spyderco we had for a hot minute.
Agreed.
So you didn't go on a spree.
Agreed. But what I did have was people sending them to me. So I had multiples of them always here. So I didn't have to buy them because at that time, all the knives I was testing was because of the community.
Yeah, we didn't
we didn't have the funds. We didn't have the ability to buy Spydercos.
And we didn't like them enough, I don't think, to sink the money in.
Also, the one thing I didn't like before I got to try one, after trying one, I loved them. After trying the first one, I fell in love with them. But before that, my biggest thing was why would I want a hole in my blade? In my brain was I want my blade to be strong. Why would I fucking... That just seems counterproductive. I
didn't know you thought
that. To drill a hole in my blade. Huh. Now it's going to break. That's the way my mind was, because I've snapped a lot of blades.
Yeah.
But obviously...
This was very early on,
obviously,
too.
Spydercos aren't made to pry with, right? So I had to stop prying with Spydercos.
Yeah.
Big deal, right?
I need some chapstick.
We can talk on...
I already read that.
It's you already read
routers again.
Okay. If Jared's books are closed and you need a new edge, hit up Blades and Fades or Kyle. Both great sharpeners. Yes, definitely hit them up. My books are closed at the moment, so...
Who said that? Just now. Who said that just now?
Shane.
Shane?
Yeah.
Kyle, are you taking people now? If you are, I'll recommend
These
you.
knives, Jared, can you move the microphone closer to you? Or, yes, I can just turn it.
I thought
It's
we were being
because-
too loud.
It's because I'm behind it.
Just go like this.
Oh, no. Just go like this. It'll hear you still good.
Just turn it up a little.
It's good. It's good.
Crank that thing to
No.
11. Have any
Look
of
at
you
this.
guys
Look
ever
at this.
seen?
Look at this. No,
yeah.
that-
Oh,
it's-
we're going in the red, boys.
Yeah.
Have any of you
that should
guys
be
ever
good.
seen Spinal Tap? That movie where he's like, I want it to 11. The amplifiers. It's like a movie that I love classic rock, like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, like all those bands are my favorite. So Spinal Tap is a parody movie of like British classic rock bands in like the 60s and 70s. You've never seen that movie? If you don't like classic rock, you and like know the bands, you won't find it funny. Like if you don't know like how those guys' personalities were and everything, you won't find it funny. But if you do like that stuff, it's hilarious.
Someone's asking my thoughts on the Spyderco Spy Opera. I've never tried it, but I will say I think it's a damn good looking knife. I like the way it looks. I think it looks beautiful. I think it is. I love the micarta on it. I love the way the backlock looks. I'm not even a huge backlock fan, but I honestly really, really like the way it looks.
I don't like backlocks. They are really difficult for some reason for me.
Shut y'all heathens' mouths. Spydercos are beautiful. I think they're beautiful now too, but I'm saying most people that have not tried them, that have never handled one, never cut with one, never used one, never experienced one, think they're ugly. Like even when I'm out on the streets and I pull out the difference between, like if I pulled this out, people would think it looks cool. If I pull out a Spyderco, people are like, ooh. Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, seems logical. Said my goddaughter had to get a spinal tap when she was 2 years old because spinal tap is a procedure they do, and they're very painful. That is so sad. Kyle, seems logical. Help, Sid, somebody help.
Yeah, attacked. It seems logical. It's definitely not a smart thing to pry with a Spyderco Chaparral. It's probably the worst. I stopped buying Spydercos for almost a decade after the tip broke on 3 knives. Yeah, and that's obviously different knives for different jobs. A Spyderco, most of them, not all of them, like it depends on which one. Some of them are just fine for not breaking tips, but the normal average Spyderco, Delica, PM2, Mannix, things like that. The Mannix is a little bit more stouter, but PM2, Para 3, they are susceptible to tip breaking if you drop them or if you poke it in something and twist, because they're made for precision cutting. So you can't have a precision cutting tip and also strength. That's not how that works. So you have to have one or the other. Now, if you want something that has a durable, strong tip, then you got to go with something like that. And if you want the Spyderco blade shape, then you want to go with the Shaman or even like Benchmades and things like that. They have more stout tips that are made for poking, prying, and things like that. Spyderco's wasn't for that. They were more for the precision cut. What's up, baby?
Nothing. I'm just laughing. They eradicated that bot so fast. Somebody was asking you a real serious question. I don't know where it went. Go up a little bit for me. A little bit more.
Rush will forever be my favorite brand.
Go up a little more.
Or band, not brand, band. But I'm down for
Rush.
some Pink Floyd and some Zeppelin.
The first time I heard Rush, I heard the sound. God, what is the name of that song? The Spirit of Radio, is that what it's called? And I loved it because they ripped the Simon and Garfunkel line and put it in there, but I just like the way that they do it. The words of the prophets were written on the subway walls. Somebody was asking a serious question.
I'm trying to find it.
I don't know who said it now, but they said, what is better, tacos or burritos?
Fish tacos.
Fish? Whoa, that was left. You just went left there.
It's a taco.
It is a taco. I would say soft shell
Shrimp tacos or fish tacos are the best, and then burritos, and then back to regular tacos.
I think that
steak tacos are really good too, though.
Yeah, I just like soft shell tacos better than burrito because I feel like there's not enough tortilla per bite in a burrito because they're so full of stuff.
We're in Illinois.
Finally got a DLC Crewwear Shaman on the way from Knife Joker. Anyone want to buy an LNIB M4 Shaman?
Like new in box.
Oh. like new in box. I should know that.
DLC Crewwear Shaman on the way from Knife Joker. Why do you want to sell it already if you just got it?
I don't know. Kyle, get out. You don't get to say that the disturbed version of The Sound of Silence is better. It's not. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic performance, but the original has a special place in my heart.
Seems logical, but have you ever tried a fish or shrimp taco? So if you haven't done
Jared
that,
be loving his crimp tacos.
if you haven't tried a crimpy taco, then you can't really speak on
You don't even
burritos
ever
and
say the
tacos.
word shrimp anymore. It's always crimpy.
cramps.
Them
Give me them
crimpies.
cramps. Chimichangas.
Yeah, David Gilmour. So okay, so I saw Pink Floyd live. Well,
Are
not
you reading
all.
this? Why don't you read out loud and then answer?
Okay,
and say
sorry. Aaron B said Pink Floyd Comfortably Numb live, Pulse 1994. David Gilmour's 5-minute solo is at the end is legendary.
it. Read this one too.
Okay, and yep, nod to Simon and Garfunkel while putting reggae in the middle of a prog rock piece. Yeah, that's what I was talking about in the Rush song where they do that. It just turns into reggae. I think that was super cool. But the Pink Floyd thing, I got to see Roger Waters live because he has the rights to the entire Wall album, and it was like this super trippy, awesome concert. But when they were on that tour and they went to London, this was like in 2011, because they don't perform together anymore, but David Gilmour like rose up on the stage and was there to perform the solo for Comfortably Numb, and it was insane. It like nobody knew he was there. It was really cool.
I do want to thank all the new subscribers, man. We got a lot of new subscribers. So shout out to Aiden, Jonathan, Polar Bear Gaming, Olivia, Mr. Gonzalez, what is this? The Canine Copper, Crafter MC, T Ice, and Solway, man. Thank you guys for subscribing. I do appreciate it. And shout out to Richard coming in hot with the 5 bones. Just got my hands on the Benchmade freaking M4 and I'm in love.
Baby,
What do you think
I
about
want you
it?
to ban everyone that just said the Disturbed version is better. Get them out. All of them. Get them out.
I like Disturbed, first of all.
Look-
I do like Disturbed. I
look at
broke
me.
my nose. I broke my fucking nose.
Which version is
my
better?
face.
Which version is better? Babe,
Regardless.
Do you love me?
Regardless, I'm just talking about my broken nose from Disturbed.
It's funny because I sing that song randomly all the time, and when I sing it, I'm singing the Simon and Garfunkel version, and then he'll hear me and he'll turn on the Disturbed version. It drives me nuts.
I love the Super Freak Benchmade. I think it's awesome. I love the mini, the regular one. I think it's an awesome knife. I think it's one of their best models. I personally love the Benchmade Griptilian Sheep's Foot. Probably the best just because I've had it, so much and used it so much and I love that blade shape. But yeah, the Freak, the Super Freak is really good. And the Adamas is really good too. Formula One second.
Yep.
Might miss next stream. I have a gig.
Are you a
Boink
rock star?
for that?
He's a rock star. That's what a gig is, right?
That is what a gig is.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
Well, good for you. Yeah, go ahead. baby.
Another thing, I'm just curious, since so many of you guys like the Disturbed version of Sound of Silence, what about Behind Blue Eyes? Do you guys like the Who version, or is it Blink-182 that did that?
Say it again. I'm sorry. I was
Behind
reading.
Blue Eyes, is that Blink-182 that redid it?
No, that's that
Or
was
Limp Bizkit?
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. Okay, so the Who Behind Blue Eyes or Limp Bizkit Behind Blue Eyes?
I'll be honest. I really like the Limp Bizkit.
You don't really
version.
know the Who version, though.
No.
The Who version is king to me. It also has meaning to them because they're actually British and the whole song is
I get
about...
it. I get it.
is
I grew up on
that.
the Limp Bizkit version. I do want to answer this though. Bob Smith says, can hard use or debris noticeably affect deployment for bearings versus washers? Will bearings fall quicker, or what's the drawback? So technically the best you can get, especially for dirty environments, is Teflon. Not cheap, dumb Teflon, but good Teflon washers, the thicker ones, the ones that come from the hard use built knives. Those are the best.
Yes.
But between washers, phosphor bronze washers, and bearings, the beautiful thing about the bearings is that you can rinse it out. And if you do, like say if you put them both in dirt and debris, you're going to have to take apart the washer knife. You will. Now, the downfall to the bearings is that it might start getting affected faster than the washers. Considering they're both dunked, the bearing's going to be easier to rinse out because you can just rinse it under a sink and get back to work. And the washer, when you're going to have to take it apart. But if it's something to where you're putting it in and out of your pocket, the washer one will go longer before it starts getting affected than the bearings one. But it just depends, like, because also depending on the washers and who's doing the washers and everything, some washers can be really stiff at first and you have to break them in, but over time they get extremely smooth. Bearings come really smooth right out of the box, and it can make it easier for companies to make deployments and detents, better and faster and everything. But it depends on what you appreciate. You are going to get more stability in the pivot from washers because it's sandwiched in and there's contact all the way around. With bearings, though, you're not going to get as much contact because you have contact points, which are the balls. Now you can get multi-row bearings, which have a lot more contact, so you're going to have a lot more stability. And then if you get a solid cage like skiff bearings or Gillian bearings, then you're going to even have even more stability. So there's lots of variables. The Who
version.
1,000,000%.
From James K, member for 3 months. Thank you. I agree completely. A lot of people said the Who on this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
T. Murray, sorry. T. Murray, Keen or Beacon?
I go Keen. I love the Keen.
So I would. Oh, it's fucking tough. I'm gonna go with the Beacon. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Beacon. I think so. The Keen's gonna be better, I think, for EDC, like the use wise. The Beacon is better because it's more fidgety. The action's a little bit better. It's slimmer. But you are getting a lot for your money with the Keen, I think. It's a tough one, man. I think you can go either way, but I think if I had a gun to my head, I'd probably pick the Beacon, even though I do really like carrying the Keen, and I probably think it's even maybe possibly a little bit more useful with the blade shape.
I
know I didn't give you much of an answer there. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a Texas Blade Show in March. Someone asked if we would consider going.
Or consider it, but I don't know.
What? I didn't even know there was a Texas Blade Show. Is it actually Blade Show, or is it like SHOT Show, or is it something different? Texas Blade Show. I didn't know there was a Texas Blade Show.
Okay, just like when 9 Inch Nails' song Hurt, they said that Johnny Cash did a better job, but in my opinion, I thought 9 Inch Nails' version was better.
I think that is one that's actually a close one. I would probably lean Johnny Cash.
I think it's just different because, you got the 9 Inch Nails, the original, and, Johnny Cash, he came in with that painful voice. That voice that just, you can feel the pain in his voice.
He used to have a Johnny Cash shirt where he was just flipping off the camera. It was hilarious.
Shout out to Johnny Cash.
Shout out to Johnny Cash.
Carco with the 10 bones. Loot. Thank you, man.
Loot.
I appreciate the loot.
I'm a sucker for some loot.
I am a sucker for some loot, too. James K with the 5 bones. Some more loot. Love the Senkasakshi. And wondering if the new warning is I must buy. So, if you like the Sakshi a lot, then I would say, yeah, because it's just different because you have the fuller versus the thumb stud. So with the Sakshi, you're getting the same fit, finish, and things like that. Both of them are great. So no, it's not a must buy. But I will say, though, if that's your price range and you really like the button locks and you want some different choices, I guess, because that's a Wharncliffe, so it's a little bit different. The one's more of a spear pointish, drop pointish blade. The one's a Wharncliffe. So I think they're both great for just a little bit different reasons. But if getting a good Wharncliffe button lock doesn't matter to you, then no, it's not a must. Andrew says, one cover I absolutely love is the Mumford & Sons version of the Boxer.
Mumford & Sons. honestly, the craziest thing is like I really like the bands from that era that were more Led Zeppelin-y, let's put it like that, or Pink Floyd-ish. But I have to admit, one of the best concerts I ever went to was Paul McCartney. He was 69 years old at this concert. And when I tell you, he sounded no different than he did when he was in his 20s. I mean, it was incredible. And like he went on for encores and all these things. He's playing the piano, doing all this stuff at 69. Like, it was such a good concert.
Yeah, so no, I agree with you. When Johnny Cash sang Hurt, you believed him. Dude saw some shit. Trent just sounds whiny and overly dramatic by comparison. Yeah, and I still feel that way, man. When I hear that song, like, you feel it. You can feel the pain, especially somebody like if you've been through some shit too. Like you kind of know. It's kind of like takes one to know one kind of thing. You like when you hear somebody talking, you can tell when they speak with under what?
Read Sid's comment.
Which one?
This
one?
one.
This one. Did you guys see the Civivi Clavi? Looks super slim in pictures with a warning.
I may or may not have one. Maybe.
That's gonna be an awesome little precision beast.
I love it. I saw it at
beast.
Blade Show and I was thinking about stealing it. I loved it so much. I would never do that. But I'm just
that is
saying,
a
like,
detailing beast. It is such a good little knife.
Yeah.
We got a first impressions coming eventually.
I used it to pick a splinter out of my pinky and it just
it's
so good.
It's the type of knife like you can hold it in this hand and like here, let me just grab a knife for
like
example.
Score things with it.
Well, like I was gonna say, like hold it like this and do detailing work, and like hold it like this and peel. Like it's just so manipulatable because it's super slim and it's just a straight, like little laser beam of a blade.
I've been waiting for
not hard use, precision.
Literally since June, I've been asking Jared, "Where's the toothpick knife? Is the toothpick knife out? Where's the toothpick?" I don't know why they didn't just name it the toothpick because it literally is a toothpick. And I know it's not out yet, and it's all allegedly right now. But I will say, allegedly, the action is super good for being such a thin little guy with barely any hand space. At least for my hands, oh my god, I love it. I love it. Trevin just got out of the shower. I am so happy you told us that because we were wondering. So thank you.
Fucking I don't know who he's going at, and he was
certainly not us.
I bet you voted for Obama and Biden, you pansy ass bitch. I don't know who he's talking to, but that's some funny shit. Knife Nut says, I like the Johnny version, but I got to see Nine Inch Nails do Hurt live from the front row. Watch the video, the guy throwing his hands up at the end. Yeah, that's me. Didn't even know they were filming. No shit.
Oh, that's cool. Did you guys ever see that clip of, I just showed it to Jared the other day, but he kind of wasn't really he was kind of busy when I was showing it to him, so I don't know that you really saw it, but when the Who performed at the Cow Palace and Keith Moon, the drummer, took a tranquilizer and he passed out and they tried to bring him back and he came back for a little bit and then he passed out again. So they had no drummer and they just yelled out to the audience like, does anyone know how to play drums? And like they pulled a 19-year-old kid who hadn't played the drums in a year. Okay, pulled him up on stage. His name was Scott Haplin, just some random dude out of the crowd. He goes up there and he starts doing like a practice, and Pete Townsend is doing like his like jumping and all that stuff, and like just like how they're all crazy on stage and whatnot. And literally, dude just killed it, and he got to play with the Who, and they like kept in touch with him until he passed away. It really cool story though, like that. I couldn't imagine being that kid, man.
PT, thank you. He says, I love technology, dropping a deuce while watching the stream.
You know, I'm so happy you told us that too, because we were also wondering about that, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Every time I see your name, I think about that horror video game, by the way.
Johnny's voice is just got out of prison voice. Yeah, also, you know, he, being elder, he, and knowing, like, the shit he's done and been through and everything, from prison and everything, he's seen some shit, like somebody else was saying earlier. So, his voice, you can, like I said, you can hear the pain, you can hear the knowledge in his voice. And I think that, that speaks to a lot of people, especially people that can relate. Trent's version was about suffering a broken heart during addiction. Cash's version was about using addiction to punish himself. Great observation. Metallica, with 9 months, he has been a member of the Benchmades, and he is saying BG for life.
Oh, you're cracking into the red hard, baby, on that mic.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hard. Yeah, you guys, if you don't already know, we have a membership where every other Sunday we do live streams. If you're...
Grab that thing right
What?
there. There's a knife right there next to that. Just, no, go all the way down. Keep going right there, yeah.
If you guys are people that are into sharpening and want more in-depth information about sharpening from Jared, join the membership. Join us every other Sunday. We do really in-depth sharpening lives that are very serious.
I don't have a British... Was a British World War II trench knife. I don't know the exact history of this one, but this one's an American bayonet, and it could definitely, be used as a trench knife because it's an actual knife and it's a bayonet. So you got a little bit of both, the best of both worlds. Double-edged, sharpened on the spine, but it's not sharp at all. But it should be. And then sharp over here, so you got double-edged, and you guys know what this is for. So. Pretty awesome, though, that it's so old and still kicking. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Not you, the camera.
Oh, okay.
Damn thing. And it locks into the sheath. I think it actually, I don't know. I think there's a thing in here that maybe is supposed to, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't want to say that, but I was saying it feels like it's almost like being sharpened every time you pull it in and out. Is it possible to sharpen a convex edge on a land ski? No, not without a convexing rod for the land ski. So TS Prof has a little adapter that the rod goes through. KME, I think, has a convexing rod too, and then Lansky has a convexing rod, but you have to get the rod.
What would be the reason why somebody would vehemently want a convex edge?
Because you can get a low angle, so you'll get cutting performance from the low angle without sacrificing toughness. Because the lower the angle you go, the more fragile your edge gets. So that way you can get that low angle for cutting performance.
Because
but
it's like this, so it's not like...
Well, there's more meat behind the apex.
Do you think
there's
if you took a convex edge and a concave edge at, let's say, both a 15-degree angle...
Concave would be chippy.
At 15?
Yeah. A concave? Yeah. You'd want a V-grind or a convex.
Do you do concave edges?
No.
You can't do like a...
You can kind of freehand them, but they're normally chippy. They'll fall apart.
I thought that was a thing.
No, you can get a...
So you're just talking about perfect or...
Perfect V or convex.
I want a concave edge.
Yeah, that's just a hollow grind.
On the edge.
Right. That's what that is.
I want a hollow ground edge,
edge,
please.
And Sid has been in the Benchmades for 8 months. Shout out to him.
Members get a free highlighted comment each month.
Only bands I don't get tired of is Bullet for My Valentine, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, and Korn. All great.
I just like that one Korn song where he just randomly goes up to the mic and goes boom chak the boom chak the ima.
That's where I broke my nose.
Boom chak the boom chak the ima.
Oh no! Never mind. That was the start. I've seen I've been to so many concerts. I've seen Korn. I've seen Disturbed. I've been to Ozfest multiple times.
You don't strike me as like a metal guy. I don't think you are, really.
Well, I was always more into rap, but I still liked rock, though. I liked everything. I never had a thing where it was like, I only like this music. I like all music.
Versatile.
I like all music. So whether it's rock, whether it's heavy metal, whether it's, rap. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is country, unless if it's the older country. Like, I like the older country, like the 90s country.
I like
because I
Aaron
grew up
Lewis's country, the dude from...
Yeah, he's good. Aaron Lewis is good. There's a few good ones, but I'm saying, like, over, like, all of them. Like, I don't sit there and turn on country very often. But there are a few songs that are really good, and then some of the older stuff. The newer stuff I'm just not into.
What was...
Unless if it's, like... Sorry. Unless if it's, like, country rap, which mixes country and rap.
What band was Aaron Lewis part of?
Stained.
I was gonna say it starts with an S. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was bothering me.
Slipknot was fun to listen to. I got into them with the Subliminal Verse album.
Theoretically speaking, could he bend the Lansky rod and sharpen the convex?
Korn is ridiculously good live.
Is that
What'd you
possible?
say?
Theoretically, bending the Lansky rod and sharpening a convex.
Yeah, you can do it. But
Wouldn't you have to bend it kind of precisely? Like,
yeah,
if
but
bend it
you
wrong-
could get something and bend it around. Like, so grab like something that has a surface like that and use it to bend, like a ball. Grab a ball and bend it. The thing is that it's not, remember, like a convex rod doesn't have that much convex to it. Like, it's not like it's like this. Like, it's a subtle curve.
I like the Zac Brown band too. They're a country band that I don't mind. I always get that stupid chicken fried song stuck in my head though.
V-Edge is going to, excuse me, V-Edge is going to bite into the wood more and take big chunks out of wood. So anything, so V-Edge is always going to enter into things, well, it depends on the stuff, because it's thinner behind the apex. But here's the thing where the convex kicks in and is a little bit better, because there's no shelf. So V-Grind has a shelf. At the top of the V, you hit a shelf. Convex doesn't have it. It just rounds right to the grind. So there's no shelf to get over, which can give you a little bit of resistance. Just like a hollow grind in many cases. If it has a really thick spine and it's a hollow, a full flat's going to cut better than a hollow in that case. But it depends, right? It depends on what you're cutting and everything else. But a full flat grind that has thin geometry is going to pass through materials better than, say, something that's super thin behind the edge with a super deep hollow but has a thick spine because of the shelf. Because when it's going over the hollow, it's got to still get over the spine. So it depends on what you're cutting, the angle, the geometry. There's lots of variables. Formula One with 10 bones. Thank you, man. He says, I'm a DJ and I have gigs Sunday, Monday, and I'm also a practical director for film. And Tuesday, Friday, I'll be flying out to the UK, film there. That's why I might miss.
That's awesome.
And good for you, man. That's awesome. Sounds like
hard market to break into and have professional work. So very good.
But it sounds like something that he likes, so it's passionate
I'm just
about
saying
it.
it's a hard market to break into
Regardless,
and get a
as long as
job.
she's having
So
a
very
good
good for
fucking
you.
time. Enjoy yourself, man.
Trevin said he likes Jelly Roll. Don't you like?
I like Jelly Roll, yeah.
Jared likes Jelly Roll.
To be honest, wait.
To be honest, this is stupid.
This
This
stupid
stupid narwhal
narwhal
song
song?
finds its way to my recommended song and autoplays. I can't help but replay in my head no matter how much I don't want to. I don't know what that song is.
Yes, it depends. Like that brand of tampons.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's hilarious.
What? Oh, depends.
Depends.
I thought that was a brand of adult diapers.
It is.
I don't think it's a brand of tampons.
But it's still a good joke. Thank God, because of my mom, I grew up on American brands and singers and never had to listen to German music. That influenced my personal preference a lot. Also listened to a lot of different styles. Yeah, that's what I grew up. I grew up listening to so many different styles because I had so many different types of people that I grew up around. So I had so many different just like cultures and different people, different types of people, like from different walks of life. So I had different perspectives from so many different places and music. So I got into everything. I never really had like, especially like with music, like it was never like where I hated or I didn't listen to certain types of music, except for like opera, right? Like who listens to that?
Me. I don't, but I do listen to classical music, and he thoroughly hates it. T. Murray has asked a couple times. I want to make sure we answer it. Do you ever check your angle after hand sharpening with a protractor or some other method?
So I have so there's a couple different ways you can do it, but yes, I have. But normally, no, I don't check it. But if I want to, I have the little angle finders. So that's one way. And then another way is you can take it and throw it into your fixed angle system and then check it with the stone or with the rod. So, but usually no, I don't check it. But if I want to, yeah, I could. I thought about getting one of those excuse me, those laser guided things that tell you the exact angle on both sides. I thought about doing that. It shoots a laser at the apex and then measures where the beam goes on both sides and tells you the angle. That I might get one of those.
Read Bald Assassin's comment. He has an emergency.
What?
Bald Assassin's comment. He has an emergency.
I need emergency help. Don't know how I managed to do it, but I stripped a pivot screw. Any advice on how to get it out? It's a Kaiser. Was just taking it apart to clean. Okay, so two things. One, if you can still get some bite. Okay, so do this. One, take it and put your driver in there. Put your driver in there straight up and down. So lay it on the table. Put your driver in the pivot. Make sure it's a good driver with a good bit. Make sure the bit is new and it's good. Put it in there and smack the back of it with a hammer or some sort of object. Smack it twice. Bang, bang. You're going to break up the thread locker that's in there. Then before you start twisting on it, grab the knife and go like this. Hold it open. And put pressure like this on the spine or on the side of the blade like this. Put pressure on it and then twist it. That's going to hold the thing in place and allow you to take the pivot, pivot screw out. But otherwise what you want to do is you're going to have to get an extractor. So look on Amazon and get a screw extractor. You're going to have to drill it out and then use the other tool to extract it. That should work. But then hopefully, because it's a Kaiser, you have a new pivot. You should have new hardware. Well, maybe it's not a pivot. Maybe I don't know if they give you an extra pivot, but I can't remember. Ken with the 20 bones. Thank you, Ken. Ken Faulkner with the 20 bones. Been a minute since I've been in a live here, but I am going to
repent for my sins.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you donating. You have been a member for 9 months.
Yeah, why don't you, tomorrow we've got a members only live.
Don't miss it because we got a giveaway.
Come. It's about 12 o'clock.
About 12 o'clock. 12:15 is when it starts. So 12:15 tomorrow, Sunday. And then anybody that is a member is going to be able to, we're going to do a live giveaway. So if you want to win some stuff, show up.
And anybody else who's won a giveaway in the last 3 weeks or so, I'm gonna mail them out soon here. We got a little bit behind.
We got behind. We
were trying to wait for the Patreon giveaway, then we took a minute to do it, and I swear the stuff is coming.
It's all our fault. So we're gonna. By the way, also patron members. Anybody who's a patron member tomorrow, watch for that live because because the sooner that you guys claim your prizes, the sooner we can get everything shipped out all at once.
Awesome, Ken. And guys, remember, if you are a member and you come to those members-only lives, because it's a smaller crowd of people commenting, that's the best time if you want to ask serious questions about anything knife-related.
Yes, sharpening, knife-related, steel-related, working on knives, whatever.
He'll be focused on what he's doing, but I hawk the comments and make sure if there's a question that it gets to him. And
I try to bring things so that they're available, and if there are topics that you're going to be there and you want to know, email me or hit me up on Instagram. Let me know.
Email's better.
Email's better so that I can have the tools and stuff prepared, ready there to work on what you want me to work on or do. So today, fragrance of the day is one I've had for a little bit and I have wore quite a few times. I'm actually wearing it right now. And this is Coach for Men Platinum. So this is different than my other one. My favorite one is the regular Coach for Men. It is fire, but this one's a little different. This one's more on the woodsier side. So it's woodsy, slightly, tiny bit of sweetness, a tiny bit of fruitiness, mostly woodsy and leathery though. So it's leathery, woodsy, a little powdery, and it smells really, really good. It's definitely what?
Real quick, Kyle wanted to show you this fragrance.
That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
Can you make that visible, baby? Do it. Make it work. Come on. You can do it. Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. So, but no, this stuff is pretty affordable and really, really good. I do recommend it. The regular Coach for Men is the one I recommend the most. But if you like that one, or if you like woodsy fragrances that have a little slightly hint of sweetness to it, like here, Kara, let me know how it smells.
It smells. What does it smell like? Well, first of all, it smells good, but it smells. Man, hold on.
Here's the note. I'm gonna give it back to you. I'm just giving the note breakdown.
It reminds me of like going on a vacation, but not a tropical one.
Okay.
I always relate colognes to vacation.
Yeah, well, most girls do. Most women relate their thing to a feeling.
It's like walking into like a really fresh hotel room. I'm weird though because I love the smells of like nice clean hotels. It smells so good. It's got a little bit in reality.
You mean like a cabin kind of?
Yes, more like a cabin.
Because it's got that woodsy smell.
It's got a little bit of woodsy evergreen. That's why I'm saying that.
And leather.
And I've stayed in a lot of like cabins in Colorado, just like that fresh, outdoorsy kind of.
Yeah.
Leather, the wood.
But then it's got that sweetness.
I would say the sweetness is more on the underside, but yeah, it's there.
Like I said, it's slight sweetness and slight fruitiness.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the note breakdown here, it explains it. Literally, the note breakdown is perfect for this one. A lot of note breakdowns, I say, don't look at the note breakdown. Yeah. In this one, definitely look at the note breakdown.
Woody, fresh, spicy, aromatic, vanilla. Oh, the vanilla!
Yeah.
That's what I keep catching.
Powdery, sweet, fruity, warm, spicy, musky, and leather.
That's accurate.
Warm, spicy, not so much, but still, it's really good.
Spanky.
Spanky has been a member for 9 months. Love the cologne reviews, Jared. Burberry for the win. I need to try some Burberry. And I do, man. I already recorded most of my B-roll for the video I want to do. I'm so ready. I've been putting it off. Because I get new fragrances, and then now it's like in a fall time when before like I was ready for like a summertime fragrance video. Now I got to definitely blend it in with a little bit. This one is perfect for this type of weather right now. Perfect. You could wear it in the summer, but I would say the best is going to be the fall, spring, and winter time for this fragrance. But you could still pull it off in the summer.
I don't think it's possible at all for you to get through one scent of the day segment without somebody making a Anchorman joke. It's impossible.
What's the Anchorman joke?
You've never seen Anchorman?
I have, but what's the joke?
The cologne he puts on, he's like, it's made with real bits of panther.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
It's like, there's some other joke about it smelling like something disgusting. I can't remember. But yeah, every time.
Okay. Thank you for the 2 bones. He says, Tuxedo La Vestiaire des Parfums. I haven't tried that one. I'm going to have to look into it. Tuxedo, but I have heard of Tuxedo, though. I haven't tried any of
Coach Platinum?
This one is Coach Platinum. Coach for Men
Smells
Platinum.
like rich mahogany, yeah.
There's Coach for Men, then there's Coach for Men Platinum. This one's Coach for Men Platinum. You can tell because the platinum bottle. Right? The Coach for Men. Will you just grab it?
Works 60% of the time, every time. What?
Will you grab the other Coach bottle? Right? Nope. What are you doing? Right there. Yep. Here's the regular Coach for Men. You can see how much I've used this one. This one's a fucking heavy hitter right here. So good. Here you can see how much juice is out of it. But this one's a clear bottle with like a smokiness to it.
It's like Bigfoot's dick.
This one's chrome. But this one is sweet, fresh. It's a blue fragrance, more summer, spring fragrance, but you could totally pull this off in the winter. I've worn this in colder days, and it's great. But it is a sweeter, fresher fragrance that is definitely something that is mass appealing. One of my favorite scents right here. One of my favorite smells.
I prefer that one for sure.
Yeah, but it's so much more mass appealing. That's why.
Yeah.
And it's so good, man. So good. That's one, like, if you're ever, like, not knowing what you should wear, you can always throw that on because no matter what, you're going to smell fucking great.
It's illegal in 9 countries. Yes, all the lines.
Yes, it's illegal in 9 countries.
Yes, every time you do scent of the day, somebody says that it 60% of the time it works every time.
Surprised y'all haven't tried out Tommy Bahamas. Yeah, I have back in the day. I actually used to have a watch from Tommy Bahama back in the day. I think I got it from my dad. Okay, I'm going to try that. I haven't bought a nice bottle of cologne since I was 18. Oh, man, Gage, definitely. I would say get both of these. And the reason why, I mean, I could give you another recommendation right now that I think would be fire, which would be like Versace Dylan Blue. It's affordable, and it's one of the best men's fragrances, in my opinion, Versace Dylan Blue. But this will have you covered if you got both of these for summer, spring, and then colder like weathers. Like it's a great blend of versatility.
I don't think that there's a need to be like a cologne person, but I definitely think that most dudes should have like at least
fragrance.
one.
Yeah, I say 5.
If they're gonna go around
5
or
fragrances.
want to attract people, I'm gonna tell you right now, like as a lady,
Yeah.
if you walk up to a person, there's something about women and men that smell good or have a scent on them that's not just like nothing.
Right.
That is like an instantaneous like step up, because remember, women are always looking for a reason to disqualify
Right.
you,
Always.
whereas men are
Yes.
the opposite. They're always looking for reasons to be like, oh,
qualify
she's
you.
fine,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like whatever. And
We're the qualifiers, they're the disqualifiers. So anytime you give them a reason to disqualify you, they will.
I mean, you don't have, like, if you, like, some people are the type of people that wear cologne for themselves, and not everyone is that way. But if you are
No, that's
somebody
true, that's true.
that goes around people or wants to attract somebody,
It's mostly for attention.
because remember, the cologne really isn't for you. Like, it's not, like, that's why I
No,
never
right.
understand the sentiment of it being,
But
like,
it makes you feel good. It does. Like the scent, like think about this. Think about this, like fresh out of the shower, right? And you know you smell good. Like you
Yeah.
feel like you smell good. That does something to your emotions.
It does.
It
It
makes
makes
you
you
feel
feel
good. You're uplifting. You're happy. So same thing with a good fragrance. There's even like a guy that's making fragrances right now based off of emotion. He's making a fragrance for happiness. He's making a fragrance and he's trying to
sadness.
Yes.
Is that a
anger,
fragrance for-
anger, depression, all that
Yeah.
stuff. No, he's trying to figure out fragrances that
Homicidal
are uplifting.
tendencies?
Right. Yeah.
I want
all
to
those.
smell that one. You have some stuff.
Chris!
that you, no.
Thank
Not
you.
yet.
For,
You
let
missed
me
some.
get the.
But
all
you
right.
missed some.
John Doe with the with the 499 bones. How cool is that? Ancient man developed sharpened steel 10,000 years ago, and here we are still discussing, celebrating, debating knives. You know what though? That's because no matter how much the iPhones come out, no matter anything, no matter how much we're flying cars and helicopters and planes, we will always need a knife for survival. Our survival relies on a knife. Now, even if you don't rely on a knife for survival, that's because another man is doing your cutting. Chris Reynolds, thank you for the 279. I appreciate it. Steals and What Grit vid was wicked. Thanks for that. No problem. I wish more people would have watched it, but can't win them all. Frank Martin with the 5 bones, trying for the first time to contribute.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Frank Martin, man.
That's
Thank
really
you.
kind of you.
We appreciate that, man. And then Hajimoto again with the 5 bones. Kara, yes, they do. Boys need to become men. Single dudes need to strap it up. Cologne lineup
up.
is a must. Bang.
Yeah.
Facts. That's facts right
Like,
there.
if you don't care, you don't care. But I'm just saying, if you do, it works. Like, and I'm not, this isn't just my opinion. This is a very widespread, the majority of women. But go ahead.
I mean, I think if more men actually understood, I mean, I think it's a must for men to understand women and what they want
And
in
even if
order
you already have a woman, too.
in order to attract them and to keep them, attracted to you. But also, yeah, if you already have one, you want to continue having your woman around you being attracted to you. Dukes of Hazzard with the sweaty balls. Sweaty
Speaking of
balls.
sweaty, it's like super hot.
Bald
in here.
Assassin with the hammer trick worked for the stripped
Yay!
pivot.
That's
Bang!
awesome.
Thank you for the 2 bones, man. I appreciate it. And thank you for the 2 bones, Dukes of Hazzard. I appreciate that. Speaking of fragrances, do you know what a happy kitten and a blind gynecologist have in common? A wet nose. That's fucking hilarious. Aaron R says, I just tell a woman how much money I am going to retire with. That usually keeps them around. Yeah, but that
maybe
doesn't.
for the wrong reason, though.
Yeah, for the wrong reason. Yeah, you can always get a girl to want to take advantage of you for money. I say, there's you could do that without that. But obviously, money and security is a huge thing. But there's different ways to.
They always say, like, typically if you lead with money, that
that's what you're going to be used for.
Yeah, like, even if you had a chance with that girl,
I would
for
never
real,
lead with
for
money.
real, like let's say, like, Jared had a lot of money, right?
I would never lead with money.
And he led with it.
I would never do that.
There'd be a higher chance that whatever girl he's trying to attract would be, like, more likely, even if they thought he was attractive and thought these things about him, they're more likely to shift and put him in that box of, all right, I'm going to use you.
I would say...
And it's disgusting, but it is the way that it is.
I would say that if I was single and I was trying to, whatever, and I was leading with money, then I'm using her.
That too.
I do not give a shit about that girl.
Yeah, it's just a using relationship.
Because I want you to want me for money at that point.
You just want somebody to want you.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, but it has nothing to do with me caring about them.
No.
It has everything to do with, yeah. Speaking, I
never understood that sentiment, really, though.
What?
Like, like, being so attracted to money.
Well, men, right? Men are attracted visually. Women have they're multifaceted attractions. Like, you can have a guy who's mediocre looking, but if he has good money and he can provide a lot of security, his attraction level just went up a few points. Now, if he is in the gym and he, has a good physical fitness, he just went up a few points.
Yeah.
Right? If he smells good, just went up another point,
yeah,
right? All these little details. Girls, for guys, it's just purely visual. It don't matter what car you're driving, doesn't matter where you're working, doesn't matter any of that. I'd say the couple good things, like if you, depends on what you're wanting. Like if you're wanting a relationship, then how you come off and how you carry yourself is going to matter. But just for sexual,
and what
sexual
knife is in your pocket. You come up with a
facts.
Gerber,
yeah, you're
out.
fucked.
You're out.
I think there is no cologne on the market that works for me. I always give the wrong answer, and it's always the same. I don't understand that. But I would say
he should get that.
There
one
is
from
definitely
the last
wait. There is definitely a cologne that will work for you. I think you need to figure out, like, what are you looking for? Like, if you're wanting something specific, they make it. Like, if you're wanting something sweet, they make it. If you want something fresh, they make it. But for you, I would say go with a fresher blue fragrance, because that is going to be the most versatile. That's going to be the most sought, like, more people are attracted to it.
Get the Nautica Voyage. You'll be fine.
Well, that's a watery cucumber fragrance. I would say go with, like, Dylan Blue.
Cucumber.
Dylan Blue is, like, really good.
That's what we love. A nice watery cucumber.
But it does smell good, though, right? That is a good fragrance, right?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's cheap too.
It's just when you describe
Nautica Voyage is very cheap, very good though.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
Very
too.
fresh. Yeah.
Yeah, the long run, the things you do to attract the long run are very different from the initial ones.
PT says at my age, Ben Gay is my cologne.
Yes, James.
James,
you're gonna attract a queen, a full queen with that.
He says the Gerber Paraframe is the Axe body spray of cologne. That's true, actually.
So true.
That is so true, because anybody who's still wearing Axe needs to throw that shit away.
Even the teenagers, man.
If you're a teenager, I can kind of understand it, but there are so many.
Listen, I was in high school once. Not one chick liked that stuff.
Okay, well, what I was gonna say is there are so many good quality body sprays.
Yeah.
That actually cologne companies make. Like Versace, YSL, all of them make body sprays if you want a body spray. But I would say a body spray is a good thing to have. But even better is just to have the actual real fragrance. Yeah. It's just to have the oils, which is a cologne. That is going to last the best. It's going to be the most effective, the most everything. A body spray, it's like a dumbed down version kind of a good fragrance. Like, even if it has a similar scent. But yeah, to each their own though. I mean, nothing wrong with a body spray, but Axe though, yeah, that's no good. CPM, back in my day, it was Bath and Body Works
Kyle.
Cucumber Melon. My girl usually smells
Those
like
are
cocoa
everyone's
butter
girls,
and
not
baby
yours.
powder with a hint of glitter.
Those girls belong to everybody, I think.
Yeah. But
so
I
uncomfortable.
I like it though, like because you have a bunch of fragrances. I love smelling the different fragrances. Like where one day, like you'll smell like one fragrance and it's like really sweet, and then another day, like you'll wear something that smells really fresh, like or fruity. Like I love smelling
Sometimes
the different
I come
smells.
in smelling like a possum. He loves that one.
Yeah.
That's his favorite.
Most girls pick dangerous over safe every day in today's world. Well, yeah, for sure. They're going to pick dangerous over safe because of multiple reasons. One, it keeps you on the edge, right? So it's exciting. It's exciting. But another thing is a man that can be dangerous can also be very protective. And
That's how I felt with you.
They like knowing that a man can be dangerous because then they can have a man that can be dangerous for them and protect them.
I think you were the first person in my life that ever made me feel that way. Protected. It's
Yeah.
an interesting feeling if you've never had it and then you have it. It's very addictive. You want that, that feeling.
Well, I think
as a woman.
Well, I think a girl wants to know that if something happened, like not only does he have the ability, but he will. Right?
Yeah.
Like they'd have no doubt if they know that.
I had the fear too much that you would unnecessarily,
Right,
if anything.
right.
So it almost went overboard. Where do you apply for the... Wait, what?
What?
John P. Ding, ding. Thank you for the $1.99 bone, sir.
Thank you for the donation. John P., where do you like to apply the cologne? How much?
This is going to lead to ball cream again.
I would say 2 sprays on the chest. You can do one on the back of the neck.
Back of the neck is a good one.
Yeah, back of the neck, always the back of the neck. Always the back of the neck. And I'd say the front, like chest area, then that's good right there. 3 to 4 sprays. Now, you could do 1 spray on both forearms, especially if it's a fragrance that doesn't last like 8 hours or anything and you want it to last all day. But just getting yourself right in the chest, 2 sprays on the chest, 1 on the back of the neck is usually pretty good. But something, like if you really want to be noticed, then I would throw a spray on each arm too. And also clothing wise, your clothes hang on to a fragrance way longer than your skin. So certain fragrances that are not super powerful, you want to put them on your clothes. That way you actually have a scent. Otherwise, it would take a woman hugging you to actually smell it, because there are fragrances like that. Like I can think of a few fragrances that I have that nobody will smell unless if they're actually like on top of me. Like that's the way they are. But so it depends on the fragrance. John Doe with the 10 bones. I have nothing witty or funny to say. I have no knife question, but for some reason I feel compelled to send you folks another super chat. I guess it's just my way of saying thanks for being you.
Aww.
Man, thank you, man.
Thank you.
You guys are
nice.
so awesome, man. Thank you. That means a lot to us. Thank you for the donation. What the fuck does glitter smell like? Adhesive? Oh, my girl smells like truck stop food and desperation.
Oh my God.
Oh, watching from the shower. Shout
Why
out to
is everyone
Artisan
watching from the
Walker. We
shower
got one
today?
guy. Well, he was. I'm sure he's done taking a deuce now. But
Yeah.
this guy's in the shower. My wife smells like stress and toddlers.
Aw.
Couldn't ask for anything more.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Hey, there's that time in your life when that's how it's gonna be, and I think that's also can be a very attractive smell too, because just men and women, like when you get in that phase of your life where you're going to have children, the pheromones are going to change and the things you're attracted to. And it sets off like something in men, like for protection and, to provide and like all those things. It really kicks a man in the ass. And, I think, not only does it make him do things that he needs to do, but it also keeps him attracted to the things he needs to do. So yeah, good for you, by the way.
Ding, ding.
Everyday EDC with the 10 bones. What's good? I'm running a series right now comparing the Mini Adamas Super Freak MK1 to Magna Cut K320 aluminum and the Readout. What would you choose? This question is to everyone. What's the MK1 in Magna Cup?
That's what I was wondering.
I know the
Is that a
readout.
Benchmade?
I don't know the K320. K320 is that the?
Aluminum? I don't know those
That's
two.
the K320. That's the Sig Sauer. So the case. So I like the Sig Sauer and the Freak and the Adamas. The readout's really good, but that's D2. So I would say probably the Super Freak. Hajimoto with the
another
5 bones again, man.
I know.
He's
Top dono tonight.
Raining. Jared, you know and I know that yes, it's a visual thing, but how tall you are standing on that wallet can make that visual go from 20 to 80 in a second. That's facts. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, but I think the thing that guys don't understand is it doesn't make the visual go up. It just makes them not care about the visual. The visual doesn't change. Your visual is your visual. It's just how much they decide they're going to care about how attractive they think you are, that's what I
for sure.
don't like about that situation for me personally.
I would say though that leading with it is going to get you because
you can use it, you just don't want to.
Right. It's kind of like this, right? It's kind of like if you asked a girl out on a date, right, and you pulled up in a Maserati. That's going to be way more attractive than you fucking hitting on her and telling her about your Maserati.
Yeah, that's ugly.
Right? Like,
yeah,
it's. There's ways to go about it. So I would say, yes, it is going to make you far more
BS.
attractive, especially if you already have swag.
I'm not saying it's BS like that it doesn't work. I'm saying it does work. But I'm just saying what you have to understand in their head is that they're not finding you more attractive now. They're just deciding that they will put aside whatever they found unattractive about you because of the money.
Well,
now, if you're a certain type of look where you're just like on that borderline for them, then yes, that can happen where it literally changes their mind.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but if you're like a dude who the only thing you got going for you is the money and that happens, it's not that they're all of a sudden attracted to you. It's just that they're all of a sudden okay with putting that aside because the money's more worth it to them. Even if they don't calculate that in their own brain, because women have a really hard time thinking about their own thoughts.
But remember, though, never be mad. I'm not saying obviously there's gold diggers, right? There's obviously gold diggers, but aside from them, right? You can't. Don't be mad at a woman wanting a man that has money or has the ability to make money, because it is in their fucking DNA to need that. They carry children. They have to protect children, and that is a very important thing. So they are attracted to men that have the ability to bring resources, and they can't shut that off. Same thing that you're attracted to breasts and butts, they're attracted to the ability to provide. So it's not anything bad. You actually, you want a woman to have standards.
You can tell when a woman's doing it for the wrong reasons.
Well, obviously, right? But I'm saying aside from that, I'm saying just like with good women, like they should be attracted to those things. Hey girl, look at my sweet car. I'm awesome, right?
Let's do dirty stuff.
Let's do the dirty stuff
awesome.
because I'm awesome.
That's so much funny. It's not so much the money as the self-sufficiency. Absolutely, I agree with that. If for like a good person, that's what they're looking for, not just literal cash.
You're the man, Hajimoto. You're the man.
Jared would never buy a Maserati.
No, I wouldn't buy a Maserati.
He would go Porsche.
Yeah. It's not so much the money as it is the self-sufficiency. Well, yeah, but the ability to provide and protect and provide. Like that's a huge thing. You can do a lot with money, and having the ability to make sure that they can feel safe, right? That they because there's the one part of being protective, right? With you personally, right? Physically, right? There's that, but then there's also the ability to not have to worry about breaking down on the side of the road, having your lights turned off and things like that, being able to get baby food and have a child, because a man has to be able to teach his kid and keep his kid, but if he's not able to provide for his child, right, which she's going to be raising, then that puts a big hindrance on your ability to raise children. What?
Don't read Kyle's comment out loud.
Boogeyman with the 2 bones. Thank you, man. That's true for men. I've dated women and have been extremely attracted to them. that were dirt poor. I've
it's 'cause you
I've
don't need a
never
woman to
driven up
provide for
in a
you.
Pinto and had a chance. Well, men and women are attracted to opposites. Whatever you're attracted to, just know that the woman is attracted to the opposite. It's always opposite. What we're attracted to is not what they're attracted to, and what they're attracted to, it's not what we're attracted to. So it's always the opposite. I like
No.
cars for me, not
No.
for women.
No.
Me too.
Okay.
Me
I thought
too.
you were gonna read Costco.
I love why? I don't even see it.
You read it. Don't read it out loud.
I read it. That's a good one, Kyle. Bob Smith says government is replacing lots of the things you saying printed money equals options. Yeah, that's been happening for a long, long time. But you know, I there's always still gonna be the thing.
Hey, Mom.
Women are always still gonna have the need for
Say hi
men,
to your
so
mom.
they can't survive without us. Hey, mother. My mom's in the house. Shout out to my mom. Hello,
Should we take
sweetheart.
it back to
Hello,
knives for a few
Kara.
minutes before we leave?
Yeah, we have. Well, we're pretty much done, but a man needs to be a man, and bringing home the bread is part of being a man. Facts. Absolutely.
Fix.
Absolutely. That is a very, very important thing. And also his man duties around the house and just period with the family. Opposites and how of the opposite they can tolerate. What? Opposite?
Opposite and how of the opposite they can.
I don't know exactly what that means, but yes, it is opposite. And don't say I don't care whatever you want too often. I don't care whatever you want too often. Don't say yeah.
I'm thoroughly
And don't say
confused.
I don't care whatever you want too often. Yeah, definitely don't do that, because that just you want to make, like with anybody, right? Somebody that feels like they've earned what they're getting is always going to be more appreciative and love and appreciate that thing more. So yeah, a guy that's just literally whatever you want to the girl, that is a bad thing. That is a horrible thing.
Yeah.
That girl should prove herself that she's going to be.
She's gonna stop
that
respecting
she's worth it,
you
right?
if you
Yeah.
do that.
You got to make sure she's worthy of
Yeah.
those things. Because they're not all worthy of that. Like, is she I would say if she's doing the things that you really want, like whatever those things are, then I would say then that's where some of the whatever you want comes in, but not all. It's never all. It's never all.
If you had a choice between a winter blade cofactor and a beautiful blonde, what would you pick? That's a dangerous question because we already have a winter blade cofactor, and I'm only half blonde, so I think I'm getting screwed here.
At the moment, half blonde. Money can land a woman, but it won't keep her. You better make her laugh and crack that back often. There you go. We need a mom's story
did you say
time
it like that?
live stream.
Your mom wants to tell a story or something.
Why is she saying that?
She said she has tons of stories.
I know she does. This is not the live for those stories, Mom. I appreciate the effort you put into trying to figure out my last comment. Not a problem, hit and run.
It was like a riddle.
Yeah. But I get it, though. Is poor customer service / warranty backing a deal breaker when buying a knife?
I think for a
So,
lot of people it is.
I think it is a huge thing for a lot of people because there are certain companies where people will pay a little bit extra for that company because of how good their warranty is. They know if they have any problems in the future, it's going to be dealt with no matter what. Like Benchmade, SE, companies like that. Spyderco, on the other hand, has shit the bed in that department. And I think that's where they fuck up the most because it's like they don't think that they have the ability to send something out that's bad. I understand. They know that they have very good their quality control checks. I know they do. And I know that because they literally have whatever those ones you can get for like $70 that did not pass quality control, even though they're perfect. Right? So I'm sure they do, but it doesn't mean that they don't have the ability to fuck up. And people will call them for warranty work and they will deny them, saying that they must have done it because our knife wouldn't have left like that. And I think that's bullshit. I don't care if it's my fault or your fault. You're the company. You should you should fix it. Now, if I snap the blade in half, that's a different story, right? Maybe make me pay to replace my blade. But with certain things, like, just fucking do it, man. Just fix it. Have a warranty department, and it really upsets me that they make people go through so much shit.
Especially when we're talking about, like, the fact that a knife doesn't have to be an expensive item, right? Like, it is very possible to own a knife that is good, functional, and not over $30, right?
Yeah.
And so when you're dealing in these companies and you're willing to invest in a knife that is better and sometimes overpriced in certain cases, right? But you're willing to do it because maybe the clout of the company, the fact that maybe of where the manufacturing is done, what materials are on it, the fact that not only is the steel a good steel, but it's heat treated well, like all these things that maybe a company might offer, and then you're willing to invest in that and maybe even wait, pre-order all these things, and then a company will literally just turn around and say, no, I'm not doing that because you stripped the screw or something like that is crazy. I have been in customer service for a long time. I mean, on restaurant management side, very different, but like the way that you work in that is like you take fault a little bit and you take the hit because it's going to cause a repeat customer and ultimately bring you in more money. It's not worth the $20 screw to save on that to not make somebody happy. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Justin J-Dog says 45 versus 38 special. I'd say 45 for men, 38 special for women because it's foolproof. And, yeah. But I think 45
Did you get
usually.
Ian's super chat before?
I'm trying to, yeah.
That one?
I'm trying to get to her
Okay.
now. We're probably in the closing moments, but do something kind for somebody. Ian, thank you for doing something kind for us and tipping us the 2 bones. We do appreciate it. And Dukes of Hazzard with the 5 bones. Picked up the Migueron Valona. Nice knife. It's bigger than expected. Yeah, I tried telling everybody it's like a 9-inch knife. So I ordered the Elementum finally. Thanks for your reviews and suggestions. Hell yeah. That's a great one, man. The Elementum. I don't know which one you got, but if you got the regular Elementum, try the Elementum button lock after that. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna love it. Both of them are great. The obviously the regular one's a smaller knife and the button lock is a larger knife. Both of them are phenomenal. Jared, maybe we need to start a little dating service thing here, buddy. Single women following you love knives, so maybe I need to drop my credentials and see if I can pick one of these knife ladies
like
up. There you go.
6,500 women or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So, come on, guys.
Maybe we need to start a second channel.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Neeves Knives dating channel.
Neeves
What about the
Knives.
marriage? Wait, the marriage is where the woman makes 2 to 3 times more than the man. Well, then you have an 80%. You have an 80% chance of being divorced. That's what that is.
Let me tell you something.
80%. Literally, no, 80. And if she's a college graduate, 90% chance you are going to get a divorce.
Can I tell you something?
That's what happens.
Listen. I had a boss, okay, who had a wife.
And that's a fact, by the way. A fact.
Listen,
Go ahead.
I had a boss who had a wife that made significantly more than him, like probably twice as much, right?
He was a beta. Sorry,
and oh my God, it showed like in every piece of his soul, like the way like this person's home life was and the way that they acted at work was completely like overboard because at home they weren't the leader and they weren't in power at all.
Right.
Financially,
it's difficult for a woman to find follow a lesser man.
I've seen it more than once too, all with men who had like maybe like a management sort of role in their job, but compared to what their wife was doing, maybe like they were something powerful, like a lawyer or a doctor or something, and then they're coming in and like literally making jokes about it because that's the only way they know kind of how to handle the weird dynamic. And like, yeah, you could say, oh, it's don't do. Like women can do this and that. And it's like, yeah, they can.
Yeah, you're right.
But it causes a bad dynamic.
It does.
And you know what? It made for a really shitty boss. Let me tell you that.
Well, also though, it's men don't care about the ability for a woman to make money like it is vice versa, right? Not saying that they want bums, but I'm saying though that they don't. That doesn't make them sexier. That doesn't make them more attractive. The second your woman, not saying your woman can't make more money than you at times, but it's a time clock for sure. You better get your shit together, and you better start working on it because that clock starts as soon as she starts making money. And she will not respect you in the future. I'm not saying it can't happen. Obviously, there's gonna be, extenuating circumstances where it has worked, right? But the overwhelming majority of research proves that 80% of divorces are financial.
Well, that
and
woman,
it's by the women. So
if you're in that situation, that woman has to be extra able to relinquish power at home. Like, if you have a job like that, not even the money, but if you have a job where you're in power all day, to turn that off can be very difficult.
Yes.
Right? Like,
now you're dealing with a woman that like is acting like a man, masculine.
And like,
so it depends on what you're attracted to. But the thing is, though, is that I think the men that want that, right? The men that want the women
on purpose,
that make really good money, more money than them and stuff like that. The women don't want those men.
No.
Most times, think about it.
If you ask them, they'll say they want equal or higher.
Equal or higher, right? They are hypergamous, so they always are dating.
You keep cutting our microphone. You know that, right?
What do you mean cutting it?
Like you keep flicking knives open right into the microphone.
Whatever. But yeah, they're hypergamous, so they always date equal or up. Almost always. Like even if you ask women what they want, right? What they want, majority of them will tell you that they want a man that earns more than them. And the men that actually care about their ability to make more money than them and all those things, they don't want those men. Those men are unattractive to them. Because trust me, there's 1,000 simps out there, and they avoid them every day. Every fucking day. Trust me. Ian, thank you for the 2 bones. And yes, I do. I have a Mini Mouse button lock. Yes, I do. It's a great knife. It's in the case out there. We're about to shut down. Great live is always. Zeroaster's been a Benchmade member for 4 months. Thoughts on Migron's 14C? So I have 1 or 2 of their knives. I think 2 of their knives in 14C. I haven't done a full testing on it, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I have it, but I haven't tested it, so I can't.
You're not gonna lie?
No, this time I'm gonna hold back on my lies.
Cool.
So I was gonna lie to you and tell you how great or bad it was from me not testing it, but I haven't tested it.
I always think it's interesting.
I have some though, but I'll try. I will test it.
I always think it's really interesting when people
use that phrase.
No. When people think like that there's a motive to lie in a review, and like before anyone says anything, I know for some people there can be, but like most of the time for me, I feel like when a knife is given to me versus a knife being purchased, the only real difference in opinion comes from the fact that I guess you didn't put your own money into it, so you may. Like, it's definitely happened before, right? Where you've reviewed a knife and you've given it a good review, and then in the comments, people are like, what the hell? This thing is so expensive, blah, 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 right? Because sometimes the review and the quality review of the knife doesn't change, but sometimes your perception of was it worth its quality in the money gets a little hazy, because honestly, sometimes we forget to kind of check the prices sometimes.
Because a lot of times the point is about the knife and its ability, right? Because people's perspective on price is different, right? Your $500 might be nothing to somebody else's, $1,000 or $50. Like everybody's price is different, right? So does the knife work for the guy who's looking for that knife, that looks at that knife and says, that's the one I want? Like, is it good for what he needs and for the purposes it was made for? Because not all knives are made to do the same things. So, but yeah.
Sometimes
I try to check the price though. I try, but sometimes in a first impressions, I do not know the price. But lately I've been trying to check that because I got mad.
Factor.
Well, I got mad because I gave something a decent first impressions and I was screaming about it. Afterwards, I checked the price and I about did a fucking backflip.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going back to my video now and I want to scream about the price. Like, what the heck are you thinking for this price? This is outrageous.
That's why sometimes you have to look into it. And also, like, even if you know the price, like let's say this little baby banter right here.
Justin,
I didn't particularly pay for this one. I don't know if you did or not, but like I did it, right? So to me, it's just like I got it, right? And okay, so
Ben sent that to me.
Okay, so didn't pay for this one, right? My opinion on it could change a little bit if my own money was put into it. But the thing is that I think it's obvious enough to understand that, to where it's not like the review itself is wrong just because of that, because you can very easily look at it and be like, okay, how much are these?
$55.
Right. So I'm not like illiterate with money. I
$60.
can sit there and think, if I took $55 and spent it on this knife, would I be happy with it? Right. That's all you have to do to stay relative when it comes to reviewing versus money or not paying for it. But like having actual motive to full on lie, I mean, you could try to do that. I just don't see the purpose in it. And I've never known a reviewer who like actively is doing that unless they're getting some huge perk I don't know about. But.
Shane saying, my experience is that women aren't just about the money, but they expect ambition.
Facts.
Ambition means money.
I was gonna
First
say
of all,
before,
ambition means money. Anytime a woman says, I want him to be ambitious, that means I want him to have ambition to make more money than he is right now. That's what that means.
Yeah.
And also, I seen Justin said something about, I can't find it now, but he said like, right here. Don't get married. Don't have kids. Save that money. Focus on health, fitness, and wealth, and just travel the world. And I agree with a lot of that. I think a lot of men are just going to do that anyways. But I think, one, if you do focus on those things, then the woman and the children and the family will come as a...
If you want them.
Well, I think they will. I think that certain ages, men want... Most, not all, right? Obviously, there's going to be some outliers, but most men want to spread down their lineage. And fucking, how dare you slap all your ancestors in the face and say, I am not going to let my lineage live on.
I mean,
right? It's going to be cut off at me, and I will not have kids. Not saying that's for everybody. Some people just don't want to have kids, and I don't give a shit if you have kids or not. But we are needing more children. Like, we are heavily underpopulated when it comes to children being born and elderly people, right? When you have more elderly people and less children, you're going to have issues. There's nobody going to be here to take care of the elderly. And that is something that's going to be very important in our fucking future. Dukes of Hazzard.
Kyle got the reference.
Kind of like that Red Nitro V baby banter.
Wait, is that the one with the red blade?
Yeah.
I may or may not
know about that.
Have one somewhere.
What were you saying though? These knives.
Hayden said, I don't want to buy an expensive knife because I'm afraid I won't use it. Let me tell you something. There's nothing more beautiful in this world than having an expensive knife and using it. It is addictive. Yes. It is more fun to use your expensive knives than it is to use the cheap ones. I mean, that's just me. The first time I got a knife that cracked 200, the first thing I did was want to shred it. And guess what I did? I F'd that tip up hard the first day because it was like a hawkbill. And so, I mean, hawkbill, it's kind of easy if you cut through something. And I cut it right on a ceramic tile. And yeah, man. But listen, it was
worth it.
Go to town,
man. Enjoy it.
I had fun. And I mean, I'm a little biased because I have a sharpening device that...
Yes.
You know, does it for me, so I don't really worry about
that.
That
is
stuff.
The thing. If you can sharpen, you'll be less caring about that.
Yeah.
Now, two things. One, if you get titanium can always be refinished and reblasted. Mm-hmm. Always. Your blade, if you're worried about scratches, that can always be re-stonewashed. That can always be etched. It can always have a new satin finish put on it. Sharpening, if you break your edge or, chip an edge or whatever, you can always get it resharpened. Don't worry about it. It's a knife. It's a tool. And the more you use it, the more scratches you get on it, the better. You will love it more. Every scratch you put on it is yours, and that's because that's your knife. Enjoy those scratches. It only adds character, and trust me, when you post pictures on it, it looks good.
Did you pull up a knife that you weren't supposed to?
Yeah.
James said I saw what knife that was. You always yell at me for doing that.
I didn't, but I only gave him the tip. I only gave him the tip. Just the tip. All right, guys.
That would be a fun game, look, to play on stream.
What is that tip?
Oh, wait, I pulled it up way too high.
Name that tip. Yeah. Bet you guys could never name this tip. I gotta be careful here.
Yeah, go slow. Put it on my shirt. Your shirt's great.
No, because they'll never guess this tip. They could never, ever guess that tip. Because they've never seen that tip.
Oh, that's my tip.
They've never seen that tip.
That's my favorite tip.
That's a tip you guys have never seen, but you guys will be seeing it soon. Probably tomorrow. I'll probably do a video on it because I'm really excited to show you guys. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget the Bang Gang Live is tomorrow at 12:15. So if you're a Bang Gang member, if you're a member of the YouTube channel, Neeves Knives, You have a live tomorrow at 12:15. We're going to do some sharpening, working on some knives.
Amazing.
I haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do, but we're also going to give stuff away. We might even just give a bunch of shit away. But we're going to give some stuff away. Just the tip Neeves knives.
Jared, just the tip knee. That's what they call him.
Shout out to the patrons. Don't forget, you have your giveaway tomorrow to patrons. So the patrons have, what, 6 giveaways, right? Six knives. The Reat exoskeleton, fucking, and a bunch of other shit. So tons of knives for the patrons tomorrow. That will be pulled. And then I think we're going to be, all the winners, whoever wins, we're going to announce it in a video because I want to make people jealous of all the people that win. On our patron. But maybe it'll get us some more patron members.
It's Central time, not Eastern. Central.
Thank you guys for joining. Shout out to everybody who has subscribed while we have been live. We have gotten a lot of subscribers since we've been live. So shout out to you guys and shout out to everybody who's donated tonight. Thank you guys for all the donations. I can see all the donations right now with this new stream thing. Before I couldn't do that. I can scroll through everybody's donation right now and I see all your guys' donations.
Eventually,
thank you guys so much for all the money tonight. It does bless this channel a lot. Yes, baby.
Eventually, I was trying to set it up, but I didn't have time. But eventually, at the end of the stream, like right at this point, I have a thing where I can pop like Star Wars looking credits up on the screen where it rolls through everyone that donated again.
Yeah.
And it just puts them on the screen and says thank you.
Okay, well, we'll have to figure something like that out.
So,
also, all the subscribers, it'd be cool to shout them out or at least put them up on the screen. So, love you guys. Thank you guys for everything. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.